What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? तुम लोग एंट्री ना मिस करो करके मैं पॉज किया है, यहाँ पे पॉज किया है। आज बस 3 वॉच पार्टी, जल्दी आ जा। आ गया है द न्यूज़ चैट, है द न्यूज़। व्हाट इज अप? कैसे हो? कैसे जब देखो लेट। थोड़ा स्लीप शेड्यूल मेरा थोड़ा सा वो है भाई। कल मैंने 2 सीरीज खत्म किया बे। नॉट टू बी प्राउड, क्योंकि आज मेरे लग गए। सोकर उठा, सारे लोग सोकर ही उठते हैं, कोई उठ के सोता है? वो तो हमेशा का है, मस्त है। लेकिन कौन सा सीरीज, नाम मत पूछो। एक मंडला या ऐसा कुछ तो था, मंडला ऐसा कुछ, मंडला मर्डर्स ऐसा कुछ तो है, वो खत्म किया। और बताओ। भाई क्या है ये बकचोदिया? वीसीटी खेलने आए हैं या बकचोदी करने आए चैटे लोग?
And I'm not talking roles, I'm talking composition. Go off meta, do something fun and interesting. Don't just run what Gen.G are running because they are the best in the world at this.
Defense first. I'd love to see like a chamber KO comp or something like that. Just something crazy to really throw Gen.G off, to really disrupt them, throw some punches nice and early, get some gimmicky bonus round. You lose the pistol, get in there with a force fly, do something crazy, you know, buy some shotguns. That's what I want to be seeing from Team Secret today. I want to see some edgy gameplay.
देख रहा था, मैं गोल पे क्लिक करना भूल गया,
इसलिए
मैंने पॉज किया।
It's okay to be the underdog.
Ads are
I
off
think you
है।
should embrace that mentality if you're Team Secret. I would like to see them do something a little bit different, but we do have the agent select coming in now, and it's not that different.
Team Secret, they're just going to play the same thing that Gen.G do play. It's interesting to see Vice has gone out. Like, we've gone back to Killjoy, because I remember Gen.G, I was surprised to see them move away from Killjoy into the Vice, but now they've regressed and they've gone back to Killjoy.
By the way,
so
chat.
Really
Good morning.
the fact they can split up the alarm bot and the turret rather than just having that wall.
Yeah, I think you can have more coverage and you have a little bit more passive information, which is definitely useful on a big map.
Also goated.
Yeah, the ult is great for the retakes as well. So I can see why, you know, teams are leaning more in this direction. This composition is one we've seen for a long time, but now you're going head-to-head with Gen.G on their home ground with their own composition. So I need to see some changes, some surprises coming out from this Team Secret.
I mean, this comp is very flexible. There's a lot of different things that you can do with it, so you could still see some funky stuff from Team Secret. Let's see what they've come up with, because Gen.G, they are well and truly in their comfort zone, playing one of their most patented maps.
Definitely. We're going to see if Team Secret can pull off a win versus Gen.G on the Stack Lotus. We're going to pass it on over to your casters.
Hello. बराबर तो है।
Cracker thin. Sounds like a lovely snack you might find on the shelf somewhere.
Yeah, right in the cracker aisle, you know?
Cracker aisle.
That's
there
right.
we go.
But yeah,
no real disagreements with anyone on the desk currently. Just everything that they're saying is quite true. Team Secret, this is not going to be an easy match.
No, and you've got to be very concerned after what happened against DRX last week. I mean, a complete blowout, 2 13-4s. I'm nervous for Team Secret. I thought there might be some hope. It looked like, you know, against GE, I was like, okay, they're starting to put the pieces together, starting to look a little more consistent, and then it all just came crumbling apart. So it doesn't get any easier here. This Gen.G team is fearsome. They're probably one of the top 2 teams in Pacific that you're looking at to win this stage, them and Paper Rex. So for me, it's just, what do? I mean, you're running a mirror comp against a Gen.G team that doesn't mind this map. I'm not going to say it's their favorite map, but they're pretty strong on it.
Pretty strong.
Easy भाई, texture raise भाई, और क्या चाहिए?
In every role,
13-6 और 13-8 नहीं, पहला मैप 13-0 और दूसरा मैप शायद से 13-1, एक राउंड प्रो करेंगे.
Team Secret starting on the defense currently. If anything, pistol stats for Team Secret are pretty darn good. So let's see if they can actually pick this one up. Kelly S already into a corner, but pretty soon he might get checked. Alarm bot goes over. Kelly S begins to swing for the angle. Gets a good one. And tosses out the paint shells. Eats a paint shell as well, though.
They're gonna grab the spike. Envy grabs a turret. And we'll see exactly what Gen.G wants to do. Munchkin's rotating over here, so this is looking to be C hit. Just how clean can they do it?
Oh, maybe not that clean now that Nizzy has taken a shot.
Why heavy shots lag rahe
well.
okay?
I was going to say, Ash was the only casualty from before, so it's still possible, but with those shots, might be tough. Karen still trying to dig his team out of the trenches. Up around the site, but it's not safe enough to get the spike down yet, so going for the fights, and Wild Oreo takes down Gen.G.
That's a nice hold there on the C side. Gen.G tried to disguise the fact that they were setting up for C, but Team Secret the whole time just holding the line. Puts 2 players in there, Nizzy and Wild Oreo in particular, doing a really nice job just making sure that Gen.G is thwarted from even getting the spike down. I guess it's weird how like Gen.G in particular and Paper X have not so good pistol round win rates, but they still win a lot of maps. They're just so much better when they get to the rifles. Normally we talk about how important pistols are in Valorant and how it gives you that extra edge and tempo, but our 2 best teams in Pacific just kind of don't give a crap. They just go for it.
That's one way to put it, Paper Thin. Well, I guess it's, if they have that advantage, they really know how to work off of them and keep that close to their chest. Right now, though, it's Team Secret with the advantage. Hopefully able to make this round as clean as possible, but at the same time, look at Gen.G now. Picking up the alt orb, some information passed over to Team Secret as well.
Yeah, Gen.G, they're doing a nice job here trying to bait some util. They at least get the alarm bot out of the C door. This is a team that's pretty scary on ecos, despite their not so good record on regular pistols. Otherwise, and they're going to clear util again. So this is really nice for Gen.G in terms of just setting Team Secret a bit off balance, kind of setting maybe some conditioning for future rounds on how they're going to have to place that Killjoy util in particular, because Gen.G's a step ahead of the game and clearing it.
Nano Swamper before, you might even anticipate that Wild Oreo tends to anchor on the C site as well. But it's now on over to A site. It's just a lone Zesbu holding a rather, shall we say, aggressive angle. Has to land his shots, but gets information and TP's out for safety. That's not too bad as well. 20 seconds left on the clock here, Paper Thin.
Yeah, you need Texture to go pretty huge here. There is a good paranoia, though, by Zesbu to slow things down. Invi trying to get in there.
And it's perfect. Great shot on the entry as well. The paint shells might have gotten some space, but wow, Gen.G actually sticking the spike all the way through. Kelias, though, still around the smokes. Able to take down Foxy9 at the very least. Still, some damage sustained, but trying to make it as clean as possible from here on out. Wild Oreo off angle, and now they know everyone's stuck inside a tree, but the swings from Ash! How has this just happened?
Ash just grabs a Sheriff and puts it to good use. Envy gets in there, only gets 1 before the gun drops. And then Ash with 4 kills. The nice start for Team Secret crumbles. And I said at the beginning, Gen.G bad at regular pistol rounds, better at ecos seemingly somehow. And that just shows you why right there. But again, it's the conditioning they're already setting. The fact that they lent, they kind of lean C, I think is a better way to say this. They lean C in the pistol round and they went the whole way. This time they clear their util. And you would think on the eco, they might just continue to just try to barrel their way through, use those close quarters fights to their advantage with the classics. The other side of the map, and now they're looking to press their advantage here. I mean, Zesbu, he has to run. It's just a classic. Not much he can do here. Wants to save that paranoia, I assume, for the retake.
Possibly. Or maybe just sitting for next round, could be to the spike. I'm not gonna lie, right? This is such a devastating situation, even though the map had just started. Got the outlaw now as well.
Well, now you're going to have future problems because Texture probably going to have a showstopper in the next round one way or another. And that's not great, going into what will essentially be a bonus for Gen.G. The outlaw is going to be there. Good shots, though, from Munchkin.
Heavy reveal.
Well, we're trying to snowball this into something greater. Texture already starting things off with the shots. Munchkin coming in with the outlaw now. And lo and behold, it's just Envy up on top of Heaven. Flawless, picked up by Gen.G.
Yeah, I mean, that's so clean there. They're just doing a great job of working their angles, all being in the right place at the right time, covering every possible spot that there could be a player from Team Secret. And like I said, the real danger here now is you have to try to get as many full armors as you can. You can't get enough for your whole team. In fact, only 2 full armors going up against that outlaw. Plus Texture showstopper.
नहीं बे यही
This
जा
is
रहे
a
बे
very
क्यों?
scary round for Team Secret because their economy is going to be in the bin. You can see even going down to a Guardian. This is so scary.
That's why they're trying to start things off as best as possible. A strong hold over Rubble, but Gen.G, they have ways to work around this as well. The showstopper ripped through. That's Kelly's down. Texture even getting the snap on the Zespew. Controller gone, and if he tries to fight back, holding up from blue.
I like what we're doing here as Gen.G. Take a little pause. Maybe allow Foxy9 to make some noise over on the C site. Once he bumps into that KJ util, that might be when you think about making a more aggressive push towards A. Trying to hide your positions right now with that toxic screen up.
Clean entry मारा
Now
बे
we just
उसने.
swap things over. This time, it's going to be Munchkin on the lurk now that everyone's rotated over onto where
मार
Foxy9
मार
is.
सकता था.
Just a lone nano swarm. Easily dealt with.
Yeah, this is fantastic work. You know, Munchkin there kind of gets
सीधा
an
save,
idea that
सीधा,
there's more than
सीधा.
one player over there for Team Secret and just says, okay, you know, we don't even need to sell a fake. We've already got the space we need. We're already making the rotations. Let's get that plant down. And now they're going to have to watch their backs because they're going to have no idea where the hell I'm coming from.
Oh my word.
Try कर
There's
रहे ना
even a
ना
chance
ना.
where Team Secret might have to save. You've got Ash with a full kit of utility, just sends out the
Lug
Nightfall. Munchkin's hiding towards the back of Mound, has a
उनका
snake
HP
bite
देखो.
to play for delay on the spike as
Alt
well.
और चीज में.
Team Secret, okay, not too bad. Starting things off with a
Time
wild
नहीं है.
nanoswarm into stairs, takes down Ash. But the
3-1.
time paper thin.
Yeah, you called it, dude.
Good morning,
I mean,
bot. Bye.
It's just too hard to get through all that util, especially with the fade still up initially. I mean, Ash does die, but
Why
you're
do
perfectly fine with that as
pros
Gen.G.
play
And,
fade
you know, Team Secret recognizing their
over
money
so
situation.
what?
This is, in
In
my
match
opinion,
like
100% the
Lotus.
right call.
Easy
You
to
just
do combo,
don't have
na?
the real resources to go at this just yet. So save it up. You're gonna have a showstopper yourself now, so you can even not have to invest heavily in Kelly S this round for him to find value.
Alt
And
baap
still
hai.
kind of turn things around here on this defender's side, for sure.
वो
Have to
बाप
see
है.
it soon though. Once
क्या
this
बोलते हैं?
really gets going for Gen.G.
Seize
My
baap hai
God,
combo.
I can't really believe that they
इसलिए.
still won that eco. That said, now you're absolutely right. Kelly S does have a showstopper, but it is still light shields for everyone across the board.
It's pretty aggressive there. Quick
Wow.
TP.
Face बहुत बाप है सही
On
से
the other
खेलो
side,
बस.
the curtain drops.
Face नहीं
It's
रे
an
रेस
even
रे.
exchange and a lot of
Oh,
information
fuck,
for
fade
Team
बोल रहा था
Secret.
क्या तू?
But more importantly, you took the
जाओ.
showstopper out of the round there. So
Bad
that's a
मत
huge
बात
find
करो.
for
Already brain
Munchkin.
cell तक
You know
oxygen
there's
नहीं
couple
है यार.
players,
आधा
so
आधा लिख रहे
you
हो.
can kind of try to
Super
work the
chat
other side
करो
of the
ना
map.
ज़्यादा.
Looks like B might be their
बराबर लिख
answer.
सकते हो उसमें.
Still have Cloud Warrior pretty close. Let's see if we can find
Phase
anything through
बोल
the
दिया
smoke.
बे. Fade और
Doesn't seem
raise
like
बोलो.
it. Plant down. Gonna be a tough retake here. Look at how fanned out Gen.G is. Look at where Texture's gotten.
Yeah, he might actually be able to wrap around completely. Still though, if Team Secret are fast enough, they might be able to make this work. They sent out the flash earlier on through, but now the duel's going to the way of Karon. Nizzy getting the track over. But once again, lo and behold, it's Texture from behind.
Gen.G strong.
Yeah, I mean the map control here so heavily in favor of Gen.G. You know, even at the beginning of the round, as Team Secret, you're hoping that this is one of the rounds where Gen.G is going to commit extra resources to the A Rubble fight, and it's not just going to be Munchkin on his own. The issue is you guessed a little incorrectly there, and to make matters worse, you lost your showstopper, and then that gives Munchkin so much info, and he's like, oh, there's two over here, there can only be two on the other side of the map, guys. Does C look okay? No? All right, quick pivot to B, let's get the plant down. Texture, you've got upper for free, just keep pushing until you run into resistance.
ये लोग qualify अभी for playoff. ये जीत गया तो.
And that's just Gen.G doing their thing, being able to piece that information so quickly together. Team Secret, they really need a good round just to get themselves back into this game.
I love that Gen.G has recently really leaned into the Outlaws, especially against ecos. Like, I think this is a really smart way to navigate your economy, navigate your anti-ecos, because you see it too much where teams just grab sheriffs and they win because they're just cracked aimers, right? Well, this gives you the ability to play longer range fights, a little bit safer. And look at that, he's even quick to get out. I don't even think he's doing any damage.
Yeah, it would have been a great way to really ruin all these plans with a Marshal, but
actions,
and now the site leaked open as well.
Well, they kind of get an inkling there with just a sniper rifle in hand for Nizzy that might have a freebie here. This might be tough for Texture.
Texture.
This is scary.
He was maybe looking for Kelly S. Unfortunately finds Envy instead. Still though, not too bad. It's a Phantom tossed over to Kelly S then, which might make
Imagine abhi agar retake ho gaya 3-4.
Still gonna need more though. Look at how Karen's looking to play spoiler up around the top of the boxes. A triple quad in the round. 5-1 for Gen.G.
Bro, kisne movement dekha iska?
Stellar stuff here from Karan. He's been so good these last couple of rounds. Now he's top of the charts for Gen.G 8-3, and I mean, that's the scary thing about Gen.G is, you know, this year it's been a lot of Texture, a lot of Munchkin.
Oh my god.
I mean, I felt that way too when he hit that shot. That was pretty nasty.
Hello!
See that from his POV.
Yeah, but it's... we didn't get to see it, but I mean, it's scary with Gen.G, right?
Real reaction,
Texture,
yaar.
Munchkin in particular. Foxy9 has had some really big
Genuine reaction ho gaya
Karan's been a
uska.
little quiet
Genuine.
this year, so if they can get him fired up too, this is a team that not only can win Pacific, can win champions, and that's what you're kind of looking at right now with Gen.G. You know, you're looking pretty good to go to champions no matter what, given the point situation. As long as you kind of keep things steady. So now you need to just start tightening the screws, start getting ready for the big games, the big moments that are coming up.
That's true. They win this one, qualified playoffs, but you keep up this form. You get yourself into that championship mindset, championship form, and that's what we're all looking for, the fans especially. Team Secret, though, again, well, having some, I guess, decent ideas, but right now, still needing a strong round. Currently holding Mound with a one-way smoke.
Yeah,
I was kind of curious if they were going to try to pull a trap on Gen.G there. Team Secret, you can see they're heavily stacked today, but they're leaving Texture over here, really trying to sell this fake. Gen.G can't get. Izzy's just having a bad day.
Reveal lineup sab
Not
kafi hai.
able to deal with these swings. You have to set up the smoke, set up the site, even go for the mid-round play over onto B. This Texture's already holding up by Baby Door.
Exactly, Quack. They've really set this up nicely of Gen.G. I mean, the fact that Texture has seen absolutely no one over there for the longest time just means he can hold that position and he can create that extra angle one way or another. As long as somebody push him, he wins that fight over at stairs. This should be pretty easy for Gen.G.
And as time passes as well, Texture's just going for the wraparound again. He's being very careful around it too. Waiting for his team to give him the go signal, but it's not even needed. Ash with the off angle, hold it down. Texture finally springing that trap onto Wild Oreo. And at this point, it's just Envy left, stuck onto the site, eating a shorty shell, and Foxy9 descending from the 4.
This is kind of a fun little new wrinkle we're seeing with Gen.G today. They're sending Texture out on his own to do lurking.
True.
This doesn't happen too often, guys. Like, sure, from time to time, but we've seen it quite a few rounds, especially when they're going B, to rely on him to be that extra layer of security for these post plants, and he's doing a phenomenal job of it so far. I love the idea for Munchkin. Just, I think Munchkin's like assuming that he's going to pull off the spike or, you know, or something, and he might push their way, but yeah, had to be a timeout, had to be.
Especially now that they've got 5 ultimates all stacked up. I don't think they're going to be able to buy up for the upcoming round, though. So maybe this will be a timeout for one of the future ones. But that's it. You're absolutely right. I mean, Gen.G, as they do, they tend to stick to these compositions. The desk kind of talked about this, discussed about this as well. But they do kind of go into these different protocols, different strategies. So if the conditions are right, Texture lurking now, works a treat.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing about Gen.G, where they're trying to innovate isn't in agent compositions. You know, a lot of teams are going to try to show you new stuff, and that can work very well. I mean, you see it all the time. You know, I think back to like Fnatic, who first popularized the ISO on Haven, or now on Ascent. You know, with the chamber stuff like that. That's really impactful in the meta. But Gen.G has for so long been, the last couple of years, been so good at just running what works for them. You know, a lot of Viper on Munchkin, obviously, but then, you know, just the basics behind that. And the reason it works is because they innovate. Like, they focus on themselves. They look to find new ways to make them more difficult to read, to find value out of their utility. You know, every round I see them clearing KJ utility C no matter what, and that makes it really difficult to read them. Munchkin's just nasty.
I mean, how do you really turn things around at this point? You find some damage, and maybe that gives you a glimpse of hope, but
कैसा नंबर
otherwise, like you
से
said, Gen.G is truly just
भाभी जी
looking
गिफ्ट
within.
दे
They
रही है
find that raise
और भैया
within.
जी के पास 150 का मेंबरशिप नहीं है.
They do. It is such a joy to watch them. Now you got another showstopper. You have a Nightfall. You already lost your showstopper. Kelly S has chewed through 4 or 5 rounds of showstoppers without getting to use it because he's either just died or they, have been in odd man situations where there isn't great opportunities. I mean, now you're looking to try to find a way to get that lockdown in play. There isn't a great counter for it exactly in Gen.G's arsenal, barring maybe a car on TP or something to try to get a funky angle, but as Gen.G, you'd love to bait it out to work in the map.
Ash, yeah, I see what you're saying. The Prowler that got sent over just drew the rotations
नहीं
over.
ना,
Oh my
CP जाएंगे,
gosh.
time नहीं है.
All it took was that, because they haven't used a fake with a fade yet. And now they know. Now it's too late.
That's it. That might just be the round right there. You've got 3 Sheriffs, well, 1 Spectre now. I don't see how this
Godboy, thank you for the 11 months of
possible.
cast those membership मेरी जान कर दे.
And this is just, again, what makes Gen.G so fearsome, is constant innovation.
कितने बजे उठा? Triple X.
And it helps when they're good with snipers.
1-1-1 को उठा.
The Munchkin now with the snipers, right?
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, that's another layer they're adding to this thing.
Just holding the angles. Oh, Ash is wrapping around from behind. If anything, that's extra pressure. Gen.G are close to full ults as well. Foxy9 gets one more. I think he wants another. Oh, it's Ash who gets it instead.
Yeah, this is starting to get pretty out of control.
The
ults have to be put to good use. The problem is you're running into the same ult cycle as Gen.G because you haven't been able to put any of your ults into play. So this is scary for them. God, that's a great shot from Munchkin.
What was a headshot too?
How does that? I know. How does that hit the head? I don't know how he's able to adjust it like that. That's crazy good. But again, it's these wrinkles that there's little things that Gen.G is always tweaking. It's like they're trying to make like the most efficient, chemical reaction or something like that, right? Like they're in the chemistry lab, like just slightly tweaking how much they're putting into the mix to make just the perfect concoction. Oh, look at this TP. This is so annoying. They have no idea. They have such little zone control.
Problem है कि वो लोगों को idea है अभी वो लोग करेंगे क्या?
This could be stairs.
वो लोगों को पूरा city से retake करना पड़ेगा. वो लोगों को option नहीं है.
Oh boy.
By the time they figure this out, the A site should well be in Gen.G's
hands. नहीं, वो लोग का idea रहेगा, लेकिन वो लोग को
the real trick is if you're going to be able to catch Foxy9 on the lurk.
Foxy9 has been rather disciplined as well, but Gen.G working with numbers. They send in a Nightfall, you get the spike down, you got Viper's Pit available too. Oh, look at all the space that's being taken up, Paper Thin.
I'm curious if Gen.G wants to invest the pit. Okay, they do. Because of all this extra ultimates that you have for the side of Team Secret, I thought maybe they would wait, but you're far enough back. Foxy9, oh boy.
Comes up at the right time. Showstopper from the front. You didn't want to attend the party, but the party gets brought over to you. Envy, though, taking some initiative, pushing out. However, you gotta make it past this Viper's Pit. Munchkin, look at how he's just tucked inside. Protected by Charon. Out with the shorty. Envy, the only one left again. Sole survivor, spins around. 3 kills on the board. But this retake is not possible any longer.
This is so well thought out by Gen.G again. The way that they have that pit set up means that it's pretty unlikely, given standard lockdown positioning, that it's not going to get covered. There's not a risk of you losing that pit to the lockdown. Foxy9, again, didn't get covered on the flank, and he's able to find a lurk, so you haven't seen that wrinkle out of Gen.G yet. I mean, again, round after round after round, you've always seen something very, very different from Gen.G, and that's what makes them so hard to read, so hard to track. One round they're throwing fakes with the fade, another round they're throwing where you feel like you're normally seeing fakes from Munchkin, sometimes they're not. Like, the whole thing's just such a nightmare to read, especially as an IGL. So I feel for teams that go against Gen.G.
Oh. I couldn't agree more, Paper Thin. Oh, look at that as well. You had the one-way smoke up, but Foxy9 uses the outlaw.
Well, now they're being pretty patient. Again, I want to check the map, but there's a good chance Nizzy gets one here.
Decent one, a couple. He's looking for another. He's got no escape option, so just to duke it out, unfortunately, with Karen being able to take the left flank. He goes down, and now the plan swapped over once more. Gen.G.
भाई ये लोग पूरा उल्लू प्रो मैक्स बना रहे बे.
Secret a little bit early.
उल्लू प्रो मैक्स बना रहे ये लोग.
What a shot.
That's nice. You got a great chance now here as Team Secret. You've got the
लेकिन
showstopper
फिर
for
भी नहीं
Kelly
होएगा
S.
पता है.
This should be their round.
Oh,
फिर भी नहीं होएगा क्योंकि ओमेन को रुकना पड़ेगा.
Cards right. Smoke refreshed. He has the paranoia to work with his
मेरे
team.
को लगा
Now
आफ्टर
has
प्लान
to
वो लोग
respect
करेंगे
the
बे.
lockdown. Trying to buy time, trying to get into safety, but Karen just eliminates him.
निकाल लिया टीम सीक्रेट ने.
Tapping the check.
Jerry bhai, thank you for the re-membership of cast. Those membership मेरी जान के टोटे.
Your side of the map.
पहली बार प्यार दे रहा है.
This could work for Team Secret. I have hope.
Yep.
Got 2 satchels, Kelly S. Utilize them wisely. Foxy9 and Karen, on the other hand, trying to separate this as much as possible because they don't want to get hit by splash damage. Karen towards the back of sight. It's the blast pack that comes through. Oh, but the angles work out in favor of Gen.G.
Oh, they play that timing so well. As soon as the showstopper goes, you know, Kelly S probably thinking the whole way that there's definitely somebody in tree. We're going to clear that with the showstopper at the very least, but they weren't quite ready for Karan. This is nice work from Nizzy. I said he should be good for 1, got 2. But that catch right there on Decisive, really painful. That really hurts your chances. Oh, man.
Yeah, because if he didn't die, he would have the Omen flash.
इसको तो कर रहा हूँ Gen.G को, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं बे.
Timeout. Yes, it is.
थोड़ा सा easy हो रहा है.
You don't have a choice anymore. I mean, it's going so sideways so quickly. You got to figure something out. It's tough, dude. Like, the rounds where they've been able to get the big ultimates into play, they haven't been able to convert. The rounds where they get buys, they can't convert. Ecos aren't going too far. That was their best chance, and that was an eco, mostly.
One-sided, हाँ ना?
So,
close.
लेकिन है बे, playstyle एकदम
yet, apart from the pistol.
Proper clean valorant.
You gotta remember, you know, what big time at Pilsky we're talking about on the desk. I mean, this is if I was Coach Meow.
देखा हुआ लग रहा है ना ये बंदे को?
Big time Pilsky were saying, you guys got to do something unexpected. You got to use shotguns or try out a different comp. We're not using a different comp right now.
Chat में
but you got to try anything. You knew you were going up against Gen.G's Lotus.
Yeah. And it's not much easier on the other side of the map. You can win these next 2 rounds, maybe. But, you know, Gen.G, big fans of using shotguns themselves. You'll see Munchkin grab them from time to time.
He's got an op now.
Yeah. Think about that. Usually, obviously, texture, but Munchkin's been so good with it.
First time in the first half that he's picked it up.
He has a lot to check here.
3 to 1, left combo.
Can't connect, though.
Not too bad for Team Secret.
हाँ, combo था.
Happy with that pickup.
वो बात अलग है कि सारा combo
waste
हो गया ना. Omen blind लगा ना Siege net लगा.
Yeah, I'd say this is the first round where things looking pretty dicey for Gen.G from a macro perspective. Now they have to win some trades, win some battles. They might be able to catch Zespew a little bit off guard. Goes for the spray right off the smoke. Texture happy to try to take that little advantage that he can.
At least एक बंदा
create some extra space, but quick reactions here from Team Secret.
भाई this is good. जो लोग बोलते हैं एक बंदा B के बाहर है, C के बाहर का तो कुछ info ही नहीं है.
Positions now. Smoke. Kelly is hiding inside. Gets the first snap. Blast pack for safety as well. Okay, Ash just shoots into the smoke. Oh my god.
देखा rotations नहीं हो रहे क्योंकि एक बंदा B के बाहर था.
They're playing this so well.
सिर्फ एक small move के वजह से rotations नहीं हो रहे.
Though, Foxy9. Oh no, Envy. He thought they might have already crept up onto site, but that was not the case. Now Foxy9 blocking off any further rotations. Karan has already picked up the site.
What's going on with this op?
It's cursed one. Enough information for the rest of the Gen.G squad, though, and that's Karan. That's all he needs.
ये तो easy GG हो रहा है बे.
It's tough, dude. I like the way Team Secret plays this round, but they lose a couple key moments. I mean, the spam through the smoke. Unfortunate, I suppose.
Girlfriend day के दिन उसको काहे gift करूँगा?
I don't know how Ash
reads that. Wife day के दिन करूँगा ना भाई.
That Ash good for 2, Karan good for the rest. This is snappy
for
Karan.
बच्चे लोग
That
का
right
system
there.
रहता है. Girlfriend, boyfriend.
And it's
सीधा wife. Hashtag OP. मतलब सीधा वाइफ मत करो.
You got a lot there, brother.
I'd like to apologize.
They're going to try to push out here at Team Secret. Try to get this to a 10-2 at least. Being really aggressive. Everybody was going for this crunch towards spawn, but Gen.G able to
Tars भाई क्या language है बे?
Should be getting the plant down, you would think.
अभी हो रहे counter तो हो रहे भाई. क्या काली दे रहे टीम को?
I mean, the round's kind of just started, and they're already getting the spike in.
Spike planted.
Still, though, maybe with strength in numbers, Team Secret might be able to start something. Unfortunately, it's Envy down, Initiator gone, makes things that much tougher.
Triple lurk
Turns throws in from the shadows into the mix.
That's so difficult to read as Secret.
Okay, just exploding out of the smoke. Works out for now. Triple kill already for each and every single member. Foxy9 needing to take up space. Karn goes down towards the back of sight. TP to limit too far, but it's the Nanostorm and the spray from Foxy9. Online for the ace, not quite. Nizzy shuts it down.
They had a tap, so it's good to go. It was close. 5 HP. Another tick of the Nanoswarm, and Foxy would have clutched that. Good God.
5 HP.
Yeah, bhai.
I mean, just a dominant half from Gen.G. Kind of what you'd expect. Their map pick a Lotus.
कोई अगर टीम पे ध्यान से देख रहा है तो किंजल सीखे.
I think this is a great one though from Secret. A nice retake there. The flood, just everybody on point with their shooting. And look at this. He's standing in that too, and he has to go for that fight and had to immediately get out. Just barely does so. Thinnest of margins.
Woo. Well, if anything, that round should be a good boost of morale and confidence. And they have been good on the pistols so far.
That's basically what you're leaning into as Team Secret right now is try to get as many rounds as you can here. Like super unlikely you're able to win this map at this point, but you can win the pistol and then not get ecoed and then maybe win a bonus, and then all of a sudden you're feeling really good. Going into your map pick next of Ascent, get the momentum going a little bit, get your mechanics underneath you, get your kind of nerves under control. Big texture fan. That's a nice poster. That's pretty good. That's his name, in case you were curious.
क्या बात है? किधर मिलता है बे ऐसा पोस्टर?
But yeah,
everything's just going well for Gen.G still. I mean, it really makes you want to question what Team Secret might have cooked up for Ascent.
Yeah, it's a good question, right? Like, I don't know. I assume, Deadlock something. I assume we'll see like Kelly S on Deadlock.
Discord server से WhatsApp group कैसे join
करेंगे? Through, that kind of stuff. But I could see them running like double Sentinel for sure.
That's exactly where you would then be able to surprise Gen.G with some kind of a kooky composition. But for now, onto a map like this, playing Gen.G's exact comp, you need this pistol to really be able to scrounge things up together for the second half. But look at how Texture just takes that fight, paint shells in as well, flushes them out of the corner. Ash has to reload, but still good for the third kill.
लग गए भाई, जाते जाते नेड मारा उसने, ब्लाइंड मारा भाई.
That's all there is to say about that. Unless Dizzy has a miracle in store for us.
Bye.
It should be pretty well. That spike is just down in an awful spot too. I mean, there's so many angles that Gen.G can cover this from.
लड़ते नेड मार के गया अबे वो.
No real utility.
ओमेन का ब्लाइंड देखा लेकिन.
Knows they are all on the other side of that wall, that smoke. Look at how Gen.G are playing around it. On with the swing through the prowler.
Well, that's probably GG go next.
Yep.
You would think. I mean, you're going to assume here that Team Secret's going to force buy up, try to get something going. Would be my guess.
थोड़ा easy नहीं हो गया
you
उनको
didn't get much money out of this round. You weren't able to get a plant down, so that's going to cut into your funds.
बेचारा मरते नेट डाला बे.
Going to be a little bit trickier with having some armor behind it. Yeah, just great coordination there from Gen.G. They've been loud on stage. They're trying to stay fired up no matter what's going on, no matter how dominant this looks. So
even in
that game last week,
Gen.G,
they were just really keeping those spirits up. Now with the buys, you got those weapons. Got a 1-2-2 setup.
Yeah, look how patient Foxy was with his util. Able to avoid the initial nano, try to clear the normal spots for either a nano or an alarm bot of your own.
As well as the fact that Gen.G have taken a bit of space in towards B main might allow them to play around the door, but Team Secret, with their force, seems to have a read to play around this.
They read that smoke nicely. Knew that Gen.G would use it to back off, but there might be too late.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not going to happen any further. Texture just looking to tap them all bit by bit. Ash gets the final one. The force buy, unfortunately, not going to do its trick.
Yeah, they had an okay read there for a moment. It just took a little too long. Gen.G doesn't see anything over at A, so they immediately go back, pivot back to this door. Oh man, Ash just backing up Texture nicely there. The two of them with those guardians with each other. Nice work by Ash.
Not even phased, the way they're just picking their targets.
They're clean, very in control. A couple of dogs. I mean, the firepower is still in Gen.G's favor, mostly. So, it's going to be tough for sure. Now the alarm bot's a little bit further out for Foxy. He wants to put a little bit of fear into him there. Oh, this TP though. Is Foxy going to be ready? Look where's SBU got.
Trying to look around for it, but oh, Kelly S comes in with a movement too. Spectre at hand, and it's a run and gun that takes down Foxy 9, which means C site is now open for business. Continuing to push up front as well, and unfortunately the Guardians will not be able to hit their mark. Just Talon left with a Spectre.
Tough ask. I mean, should be undoable. So Team Secret able to get a little bit of hope, you would think.
दोगले बंग में अभी बोल रहे थे बच्चों का खेल है
money mostly there for Gen.G. Buy up into the next one. Karan's the only one who's a little weak, so actually he's going to scoop up that Guardian and just say, maybe I'll save it for the next round. I'm a little low on cash. So this is fine.
Nonetheless, a good round for Team Secret.
Well, that TP was so smart. Foxy was just screwed. Yeah, he had nowhere to go.
मेरे को एक बात बताओ चैट, ये जो मेंबरशिप लेने के लिए जिसके पास पैसे नहीं है, वो क्या दो और उसको एक साथ बोल रहा है फ्लाइट टिकट करवा लेना है? उनके पास फ्लाइट का टिकट वो लोग करवा लेंगे, वो भी बिजनेस क्लास। ठीक है, ठीक है, आप थोड़ा सेविंग्स करके 150 का मेंबरशिप लो। हिटर
9 rounds in a row, paper thin. Look at the buy from Gen.G right now.
Yep. Oh god. And okay, not a ton of damage, but some. Oh, Zespu's in a world of hurt. That is not fun. They were ready there for another angle,
on top.
Anticipating that somebody would try to push Rubble off this spam from the Odin. They get a ton of damage in. Early advantage, and Ash has a Nightfall. Thinking about it already. Wow.
थोड़ा भी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट है, काश दोस्त वाला लेना.
It does connect onto several players. Seeing the trails as well.
Hi, 400 का.
Making sure through the wall bangs.
That's 2000 का आता है भाई.
Bit surprised if Ash won't try to spam the orb spot here pretty quickly. But Team Secret has called a complete pause.
I am very disappointed in you.
Gen.G has to maybe re-clear some space to figure things out. That Boombot actually making things pretty difficult to figure out exactly what Team Secret is doing. The bad news is for Team Secret is there's an alarm bot at the front of C, so you can lean BA for Gen.G and just kind of try to collapse on this.
And that's precisely Munchkin's master
plan.
देखा
मेरे को दो ऑप्शन था, या फिर टाइम आउट टू हिट के लिए,
या
फिर turn him into a
fanboy. Main though. Oh, he manages to turn around. Takes 2. Envy and Nizzy doing some damage, but once again, it's Envy as the lone survivor, and he has to clutch this out just to extend the rounds. No real clue where to look, and with 10 seconds left on the clock, I don't see how he's going to be able to do it. Goes for the swing. Texture puts the nail in that coffin.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what you're expecting out of Gen.G here today. Should be in cruise control, especially on their map pick of Lotus. They are really, really good at a lot of different maps, especially the 3-site maps, Lotus and Haven. Certainly a team that is to be feared across the entire world, not just here in Pacific. And, you know, it seems like Team Secret with this new squad still trying to figure everything out, trying to get everything in place.
This is what the other regions were saying. You know, you got to look to Pacific to study what we're doing. But yes, Gen.G, they have been sticking with these compositions, but
ओ माय गॉड, मेरे को अब भी समझे पानी वाला बवासीर टीम में लोग ने क्यों रखा है नया स्किन्स के वजह से। ओ भाई मेरे को अब भी समझा बे। हाँ पंच वाला वो भाई, ऐसे क्यूट स्किन्स तुम लोग को पता है ना किसको पसंद आते हैं। मेरे को लग रहा है किसको तो ये स्किन्स पसंद आएगा, और बाद में उसका कमबैक होने वाला है वैलोरेंट में। लोल ब्लॉक्स अनइंस्टॉल। ये मेंबर्स रिफंड कैसे करते हैं? एक्सक्यूज में मत करो यार।
Tough stuff. Well, let's see, Quack. See what we got going, eh?
Yeah, we gotta see. We
ये
gotta look
देखो
at
बे,
it. We're gonna toss
इसलिए
it
हो रहा
back
है
over
बे।
into our desk to break this action down.
Well,
Lucia.
let's call a spade a spade. It's 13-3, similar to what happened to Team Secret
Let's
the
call
last
spade
Sunday
a
on
spade.
Lotus against Nongshim too. Very similar case. Unfortunately, there's not much that we can talk about on this map.
Gotta say, I'm
हाँ,
shocked
because
here. I
fight
really
नहीं
did
किया
not
बे।
expect this kind of outcome, this kind of
गलत
good
मारा
play
वो लोग
from
ने।
Gen.G on Lotus. No, of course, this is exactly what we would
बहुत
expect.
गलत मारा।
This is Gen.G's map pick for a reason. They're so good here. And we spoke before the game about how we wanted to see Team Secret do something different, reinvent the wheel a little bit here, but they just
by
couldn't
language.
find anything in this map.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're playing they're playing Gen.G's comp into Gen.G. They invented a lot of these tricks, they invented a lot of these routines, they played this comp like 30, 40 times in a row with only the Sentinel role change. If any team knows how to beat you playing this comp, it's Gen.G, and you saw it on full display there. They were reading a lot of the routines that Team Secret were using, they knew exactly how to play around it, and they just dominated them in the server. There's no two ways about it. Gen.G were bigger, faster, stronger, better shooters, better macro. Team Secret, at the end of the day, they're bound out Haven. You're gonna have to let at least one really strong map through in the veto for Gen.G. So totally agree with what we said. I think you said it in the veto discussion that Lotus potentially a write-off. They got to try to make something happen on Ascent or Corrode.
स्क्रीन के क्लोज होने से टनल विजन क्यों रहूंगा भाई? हाईवे में रहता हूं मैं कि हाईवे के बाद टनल आ जाए। That's bro W brain rot। आई क्या ये? क्या ये? हाँ मेरे को समझा, लेकिन वो क्यों तेरे पास? वो क्यों? में था। टेढ़ी है तू। Why is smelling so good? हेयर ऑयल मेरा वाला यूज कर रही है क्या?
तेरा कौन सा हेयर ऑयल लगा के दूं तुझे पे?
बंक्स भाई एक बार लैंग्वेज बोलो, आपका एक्सेंट सेक्सी है। क्या लैंग्वेज? मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ?
Gen.G themselves have used many times, and to no surprises, they have a counter cooked up, ready to go.
हेयर का है आपका, हेयर ऑयल लगा देखो। मैं इसके लिए ही मैं रुका था। हाँ अमिताभ रेड्डी भाई दिखाऊं क्या? इसके लिए रुका था मैं। हाँ दिखाऊं?
Bit quieter. He's been the quietest member of Gen.G on this current iteration, and we've been
What are your
waiting
opinions
for him
on
to
new
pop
skin?
off.
Vandal
He is
लेने
the
पड़ेगा।
player that
Simple
if
बात।
he finds more ceiling, totally agree with what Paperton said on the cast. Like, that is the difference between Gen.G being a team that can contend for a top placement in a tournament versus a Gen.G that can win that tournament.
I mean, he might have been one of the quiet players in the server until now, but he's not one of the quiet players on the stage. We can hear him from up here. He really loves to shout, get that team motivated. But yeah, he does take our MVP here for map 1. No surprises there. I felt like he just couldn't die in this game.
Gotta love it when Karen is fragging. You know that those shades of Gen.G lifting up the Masters Trophy, that's all suddenly comes flooding back whenever this man is performing so well. And now we're moving over to Ascent, right? And this is a map that I believe we were saying that, hey, if Team Secret has a chance, it will probably be on Ascent. Are we still feeling that kind of confidence after seeing what happened on Lotus?
I mean, I think Lotus wasn't a surprise, right? We expected this to go the way of Gen.G, so I think Team Secret have to know that themselves as well and be okay to reset away from this and go, okay, now we're moving on to our map pick, we're moving on to Ascent, let's show them why we've picked this. I think that's the only way they can really approach it. They do still have a chance, but they have to find some ground in this series. And once again, you know exactly what Gen.G are going to play. They love this default comp, so...
Yeah, they're one of the only teams to still really run this default comp. It's really fallen out of popularity. It's a comp that I remember even during the Teo meta and when other people were running things like the Yoru Deadlock Cypher and things like that, Gen.G was still playing this comp, and it initially actually wasn't really working for them, but now I feel like they've run it more times, they've got their reps back in, they're feeling very confident. The last time that we saw Gen.G play this map, Munchkin absolutely exploded in the server versus RRQ. He had more than double the kills of anybody else in the server. He was running around absolutely destroying people on the KO. It was Texture's birthday, and that was his personal gift to him.
I mean, I hope we get to see that again. I mean, I think, you know, Munchkin on this KO is not something we get to see too often. We're so used to seeing him on that Viper. So it's nice when he gets to play these different roles and really frag out. Over on the side of Team Secret, when we saw them play last, they were running the Cypher Deadlock with that Yoru. So we're looking to see if they do that again. Nizi was on the Yoru, which is most important here. He's just come off the back of, you know, he was the best performer on Team Secret in that map 1, so he wants to continue that momentum, especially moving across.
I think he's been the best performer, most consistent performer on Team Secret in general, so he's going to be absolutely key. And I think particularly on this attacking side, Team Secret need to keep the stats going. They need to win themselves a pistol. They need to potentially win themselves a bonus. On the attacking side, if they get that momentum nice and early on, you're getting things like dimensional drifts. Those are the kind of ults that can really carry this comp's attacking side on Ascent. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and I'm expecting Kellyas to move back, maybe on the Deadlock, on the Sentinel role, because, I mean, Kellyas on the Raze, okay, back in the local challengers, I know what he is like when he is on that Raze and he's unafraid. Unfortunately, he's been playing way too passive. And I don't think it's just because it's Gen.G, because it was the same thing versus Nongshim and other teams. It's just way too slow for this kind of composition. I think that moving over to Ascent once again, him on the Sentinel role would probably be a lot better. But at this point, hey, momentum's in favor of Gen.G, and all they need to do is win this and they qualify to playoffs.
I mean, Deadlock's even better than it was, but totally agree. I think Kelly S on Global had some great games on the Deadlock and the Breach, so that's going to be well and truly within his comfort zone. We'll see if that is what Team Secret are going to stick to here.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope so. I think the modern variation, here we go. It's Cypher Deadlock, exactly what we expect from Team Secret. I do like this composition, and it's built with answers to be able to counter this default comp that Gen.G are bringing out. So I really need to see some good macro, good game plans, but they have everything they need to get this map across the line.
Yeah, for Gen.G, keep an eye on Texture. If he starts to pop off, gets an op rolling early on the defense, that could be defining. Also, the way Munchkin sets up his teammates with these flash plays, with the way that Gen.G aggresses into B main, tries to isolate the lurker, can be huge for them.
Well, there should be no surprises on the side of Gen.G. All they need to do is cross the T's and dot the I's, and they should be good. On the side of Team Secret, the ball is in their court, rather, to manage to pull off this win if they want to put a stopper to Gen.G. We're going to pass it on over to your casters, Paper Quack.
Thank you very much, Mika. Yeah, it's, well, one of those questions, isn't it? Is it going to be just another day in the office for Gen.G, or, well, I guess it's kind of up to Team Secret to really make that not a thing that's happening.
Agreed. I think you're really going to have to get good value out of the Yoru, out of the Deadlock here to get into those post-plant positions to try to make this difficult for Gen.G. And like Pilsky was just talking about, you know, you really got to keep the economy off balance.
Nightbot, Immortal 218 and RR
texture
with Zeref ऐसा लिख सकते हैं क्या?
As Foxy9 has to fall back. Too much pressure.
With Zeref and Ankita ऐसा.
Oh, big open angle. Still, Nizzy is able to take the shots, and with that, sight very quickly into Team Secret's control.
It's exactly what they need, and this makes things so annoying. So, to try to cut your way through. Oh, that's a huge pickup for Munchkin.
4v4
around the edges of the trip.
easy retake na
All of
abhi
a sudden, an extra
चार
angle
अलग
for
जगह
Team
से ये
Secret
लोग वो होने
to
वाले
really keep track of. Uh-oh. That's not what you want to have happening. So it all comes down to 3 players on the site. They might have a sonic sensor here or there to help them out, but Gen.G so aware. They shoot those very quickly. So Nizzy feels the need to take the duel. The grab net lands perfectly, but the shots, not so much. Zespio, though, not backing down, swings both sides, and clutches his up for Team Secret.
Yeah, this is exactly what you need as Team Secret to start this map.
They
look dangerous there for a moment with Munchkin finding the lurk, finding the 2K. But that defensive hold, quite nice. Great util from the deadlock. Again, that wall just to slow things up. Even though the sonic sensor initially cleared, finds a great grab net. Zaspi really clean with the classic. That's great stuff from him, and already a very weak Karan. Trying to get the energy going, and that's a great start.
Solo में 120 RR तक गया था मैं.
Right off the wrongs from the previous map and just go straight into this one. Still,
MCM.
keep in mind what happened from the previous map. You don't want to see that happening again. Team Secret needing to keep every advantage possible rolling for this first half.
They're investing heavily in their economy. Couple Bulldogs, you got the Vandal, and then a Sheriff just for Nizzy. So this is kind of one of those rounds where Team Secret, you can afford to lose 1. 2 is okay, but lose more than that, things get real scary real fast.
Kind of. Well, it's just a sheriff for now, so not too bad. Nizzy being able to slip all the way through. A lot of information and hold on the rotations as well. But look at Ash on a classic. Takes down another. It's Foxy9 this time. Still has 1 good right click to go. Unfortunately, whiffs. Goes for the reload, and Zespio will take that duel. 1v2, though. And it's a very valuable Vandal that he needs to hold on to. But look at the tap from Munchkin. Thrifty for Gen.G.
Deja vu?
It just happened again.
I know.
Deja vu?
Oh God. Oh man. This is so brutal. Gen.G's just so smart in the way that they're playing this round. Oh, what a reaction from Texture. But Ash tucked into this corner, and they know he's there, and they can't clear it. Foxy9 plays this angle from boats beautifully, trying to buy as much time as he can, trying to get those rotations through so that they can create the extra angle onto Zespio before he's able to reset. Can't do that, doesn't matter. Munchkin too good with the Sheriff, and that's heartbreaking. That's so devastating for Team Secret.
No, just when you start to get things going. Grafnet spent into the round as well. It's all the pistols. Kelly's onto this Guardian, desperately looking for anything possible. While Oreo trying to open up the side, but look at the Sharks circling from behind.
Look at this Nano to buy time. Trying to get this lurk. Oh, just catches the head of Wild Oreo. Oh boy.
And he's still good enough to go in for a potential retake. The main thing you got to look out for is Texture on this flank alongside Munchkin, and there they go. Paranoia lands perfectly at the right time as well. Karan, the final kill.
Yeah, for a moment, that looked really weird. I'm not sure what happened with Envy in the spike. You know, the other 2 players get to sight, but for some reason, he's trying to tuck in the angle outside of mid-market, and not too sure what was going on there. I think as Team Secret, it might be better to just, instead of playing for a kill there, you know, going for that off angle, just trying to get the plant down, get the money. Going for the world record with the nice, but I mean, Gen.G's being so aggressive on the map. They're taking 2 players out of mid right now. 3, in fact, if Texture continues to push. And it's safety for Team Secret. They're playing very cautious. Doesn't matter.
Just swinging together, peeking middle at the same time. Oh, but Karan down really early on, though. Might open things up for Team Secret.
He got Envy down to 5. Yeah, I mean, it's already advantage Gen.G. in terms of the trade so far. And great work by Texture, being ready for top mid, covering that push out from Karan. Really nice coordination. And it's tough for Team Secret to do much about that unless they commit a lot of their util early. And you can see that they're hanging on to a little bit for Envy. Use the drone, but they were able to push anyway. So continued aggression towards mid, towards B. Deep wall, but Texture's already ahead of it.
Yeah, straight in with the angle as well. Good on the swing, but maybe not quite tracking the crosshair just right. Foxy9 still good for at least 1 kill, though.
Possible है क्या? नहीं है
I mean, look at the
possible.
damage done to Kelly S.
Possible है क्या? नहीं है ना? Full util है Munchkin के पास. Full
Okay.
util.
In another deep post plant, you've got even numbers. This should go Team Secret's way, you would think. A couple flashes left for Munchkin.
They won it the last time when they played this formation on the pistol, so certainly what you expect.
That was Munchkin's flash.
He's got one more. Go set it up right for the team, but not even need it. You play off the wall bang. The Sonic sensor, though, does trip up Ash. But here it comes. Munchkin into the site. Swaps over the knife for extra movements. Still needs to deal with the grab net, but it's Texture. And he's just doing it all by himself. They still need to get them the spike, though. They've gotten all the kills, but I think they've run out of time.
Ooh. Costs you everything as Team Secret, but, well, you take Texture down with you. So you get the round win. That's the most important thing there. It took a little too long for Gen.G to get the ball rolling on the retake. This early push out, I thought might just end the round, but Karan not quite able to get the game steady at time. Nice reveal there.
Last player standing.
And you got, you know, your anchor on the site and Foxy9 dealt with. So, no time indeed. Yeah, they were right. But now you have some ultimates on both sides. Annihilation for Kelly. You do have a couple big ones, the Hunter's Fury and the Null Command. So, you know Munchkin going to be aggressive with that. Now Outlaw for Texture knows that the economy is going to be wonky.
Yeah, tries to get some nasty shots through. Light shields for Team Secret not holding up.
Yeah, throw the grab net, but it was right as Kelly S was crossing back and getting taken out, so they can't really follow up off the back of that, plus the spike dropped. And they needed to grab that and get it out of there quick. So just nothing they can do. They did some damage to Texture, but now he can prop up in mid if he so chooses, or hold some other angles.
Jealous with the judge. When you think about that death, and it's a slight loss in the macro because, yep, it's a full-on confirmation that it's an A hit, and Karan knows exactly where to place his crosshair. Texture spots out the next one as well. Wild Oreo has no choice but to turn tail and, ooh, oh my god, the recon at the right time.
That's a beautiful recon. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, dude, that is a crazy lineup from Ash. How about that? I mean, the confidence for Gen.G is just crazy.
Well, सब जगह से clear किया. Feeling it, they pick up Ascent, and they're going to peek at the right time. All three together. No chance for Wild Oreo surviving. It's a flawless round for Gen.G.
God. I mean, you know, Texture just so annoying to deal with when he has snipers in his hands. And he hasn't even grabbed an op yet. Just ready for that re-swing. The judge, you know,
context nahi malum.
You see it on Lotus from time to time with Gen.G. We didn't even really get deep enough into the defender side for it to rear its ugly head, but you know they love to hold that door outside a tree. And like you were saying, if you don't have the right util to deal with it, you're just trying to hit that instant head tap when you swing that corner.
And with that round, Gen.G now beginning to push out even more. A main being taken up.
Map में Fed की जगह सोवा क्यों खेलते? क्योंकि
Ash
map में सोवा
reading that they might have snuck into that smoke already, but the alarm bot there as well. This is a lot of information for Gen.G.
Oh, and then the peek from Foxy9 plants the lockdown to force Team Secret's hand. He knows they don't have the right weapons for this fight, and it's just easy pickings for Gen.G.
I mean, they're just so ready. You know, at every twist and turn, you can see how well they've read these rounds. Team Secret,
अभी भी comebackable है.
Artis देख लो इस बार. Ash is already spraying into that smoke because he knows that if they dodge that recon where it landed, there's the potential that they're in that smoke already. So he's like, well, I'll go for it. He doesn't hit anything, but it doesn't matter because he's already got the read. And then he's like, well, just in case, I'll throw the drone. Oh, here they come. Voxy, throw the lockdown. Let's just end this. They have to press.
No chance. Well, okay. You got 5 ults now for Team Secret.
A delayed push out here with the op. Okay.
Hey.
So they clear the TP, but Nizzy still opts to go for the drift anyway, and he's not going to get a ton out of this.
Not really at all. Just because that gate crash was dealt with. Now, maybe select positions, but you're going to have to adapt mid-round.
I mean, I just love the call from Gen.G. As soon as that ult's popped, they had already cleared the TP, so they know they can just fall back, and there isn't much that Nizzy can do off of it. They know he was a top mid,
game छोड़ दे, Ross is better. ऐसा रहता
you just throw a great ult into the nether.
Daddy दूसरा नहीं करते.
Now you have to get it done the old-fashioned way. Still some good ults to set up.
ये better से
better
तो दूसरा ही better रहेगा करके.
You got to get them into a spot where you can use them before you die. That's been the problem for Team Secret here today.
All comes down to the entry.
Something
supported by SBU alongside Nizzy. Save one of the Hunter's Furies for post-plant, but you know what? Ash has a Hunter's Fury of his own, and it connects into so many players. While Oreo, though, fearless, continues to texture. Still remarkable on this off, but goes down to Envy on the trades. There's the annihilation ripped off. It's Ash left alone. Does land one with a shock dart, though. But the spike will get planted regardless.
Oh, if he has another!
Oh no! 9 seconds.
Don't tell me.
Might even be able to use this opportunity to sneak up. He goes in with a shorty, but it's Envy who marks it down.
Dude, Envy coming up massive this round for Team Secret. This is so scary. I mean, so much damage was done on that Hunter's Fury. I think it connected with 3 players for Ash, and it looked like, oh boy, might be difficult. You know, a pop flash attempt by Munchkin, but I think enough players turned here. Oh, Wild Oreo just wins it. He got full flash. He still killed Munchkin there. Envy, just phenomenal reactions off of that op. Knows he has to clear texture. Able to turn right for the second, and then gets the headshot on the drop down. If he doesn't hit that quickly, you know, that could be a very different round. Aggression with a lot of util. Get a lot of info off that knife if it popped. But you hear so much here as Gen.G. You can just put a lot of pressure at the front of this door. Still in Op and Texture's hands. He has the Blade Storm.
Oh my god, he just goes in for it. Dashes in the stairs as well. The Bear Mash
still
a lot of possible angles for Gen.G to hold. Nizzy has to think twice about working off the flashes. Gotta time it so perfectly with the rest of the team. Hell yes, just raring to go, but he gets shut down. Envy once again holding up true from the back lines. But the spike on the ground. Oh no! SSB tries to pick it up. Foxy9 domes him. It's just 2 players left. Envy trying to hold the angle best to his ability, but again, the spike, that's the biggest factor here. The threat of the looming op from the other side. Texture online for 4K. Robbed away at the last second, but nonetheless, a successful hold for Gen.G.
Texture so elusive with that op off the rip, just dashes onto the side. I thought he might pop the blades there for a moment because it felt like the pressure from Team Secret was going to be strong enough that he might have to go for that. But then they get stalled right by the switch, and they can't press any further forward. They need a good flash from Nizzy to really break through onto the B side in that moment because of that op, and they can never get into a spot to use it because Gen.G's so quick to react off of that initial heavy amount of pressure that Team Secret tried to generate. Now they're on an eco, and it just gets scarier and scarier.
All right, not gonna lie. This attacking side has been pretty darn rough for Team Secret. Now trying to go off slight defaults, but Gen.G, they're just playing it safe.
Why wouldn't they? You've got all the advantages in the world. Foxy actually doesn't peek off of that. Only here's a classic though, so not really feeling like he's getting too much attention over at B, but you can see that Team Secret just hoping that maybe somebody will make a mistake from Gen.G positionally. They've been pretty aggressive at mid, have Gen.G at times. This round they're actually standing pat.
Otherwise, everything's still really coordinated for Gen.G. Foxy, he waited for that flash from Munchkin to set things up, so Maybe now Team Secret happy with some utility burnt over on the B side. They go in for A, looking for close range duels, but here comes Texture with the Blaze, gets the first one. Munchkin with the pop flash, goes for a double! Now the spike dropped again! And Walloru has to go and pick up pieces, it's not gonna happen. Zespu, only one left, spiked off completely, and Texture is going for the point blank shot. Zespu tries to get away, but body blocked, and there it is.
Okay.
Chair on defense too strong.
The Texture so fast to react. This time he pops the blades, and he's so clean.
Attacking map hai defensive.
Gets that first kill, and then Munchkin right there to follow up. He's just clipping it up the stairs. He wants the kills. He wants to get in on the action, and he does in a huge way. So this is just steady as she goes. Gen.G on the warpath, on their way, seemingly into the playoffs. By the way, I just noticed this.
It's not drinkable.
I mean, Munchkin pretty good on KO, but looking at some of his win rates. Well, they've only played it once here in Stage 2, so he's 100%, but he's very good on this agent, by the way. It's not just Viper that he's strong on, in case people were wondering.
If you only just joined us in 2025, then you wouldn't know.
But first of all, welcome if you are new to Pacific. Hey, you know, we've got the best region. We've got the most fun region. You saw our walkouts today? Anybody else doing that? No.
We don't.
Yes.
We're way cooler. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we don't. Well,
we're creative.
Yeah. The beaches are a little far away from Seoul, so.
Unfortunately. But, you know, we've got other things to make up for it. Team Secret trying to make up for as much as possible in this round now, but the TP, once again, quickly marked. Munchkin tucked into the corner, got a perfect crossfire. We've got Texture playing from Generator with the up, too. It's such a big obstacle for Team Secret. No chance in hell you continue going into A.
No, I mean, you're not able to get much done with your util here for Team Secret. So you can't really keep Gen.G bothered. They've already set up a lot of crossfires, kind of anticipating this, reading it seemingly ahead of time. Oh, Karan.
Turns around, sends the Omen flash. Okay, maybe not quite converting the second kill once again. Gen.G still able to hold down the site, 10 seconds left to go, and that kill pretty much seals it off. Kelly S might have regen shield, but I don't see how he's going to survive a singular bullet. Ash will do it to him right at the end.
Yeah, it's just so hard when Gen.G's already in position to, put their strong side against your execute. So a paranoia hits, but the TP's read by Munchkin. Quick op shot and a reposition from Texture, so if there's any follow-up util, he's tough to deal with. Just a nightmare. You have to just find great moments, and they couldn't get an opportunity to use the Hunter's Fury there from Envy. It has to be a timeout. It's not going so good for Team Secret today.
Not at all. Might have to bank quite a bit for the second half, the defensive half. I mean, that's where you really would expect a composition like this to shine. You know, you're being able to TP it back across. You got the double Sentinel. But judging by how things are going, I feel so nervous, Paperthin.
You should. I mean, I would love to see Team Secret do well, but I mean, so far you've seen why so many of us have been picking Gen.G, very heavily favored in our predictions. Why I think a lot of people, outside or that are analysts or whatever, or that are doing predictions, are going to be saying that Gen.G probably at worst top 2 in Pacific this stage, could win. Yeah, could win. I mean, 7 Paper Rex it feels like, but you never know. T1 looking good, but I'm a PFM believer. Yes, but
actually,
that's a little bit later. We'll see how they do against Boom.
Gonna have the conversation another time.
Right now, channel mein tere se zyada DK fans mein. That's true. That's true.
He does spot out one more. The recon was lovely, but Team Secret played away from it. A wall bang now from Texture, though. Oh, and it's still another spray coming out from the 2 that are holding A.
What a read from Texture. That's unbelievable. Now they're going to try to break through. Foxy's nano still in place. Are you going to be able to clear these with the Sova util or something? Or because if they try to go through this door, I mean, Wild Oreo's probably just dead. No matter what, you have an Annihilation, you have a Hunter's Fury. Gotta get to
Kalu
a
ka
spot to use
bye.
it.
Thank you for the membership.
Wow,
कालू
they're
को भी
so
बोल
lucky.
membership ले
Managed to avoid death for now, but he walked
Mara.
straight into the Nano Swarm.
Mara.
Foxy9 once again still holding. And it's another round where you're just left with one player left on Team Secret's roster. Envy running around looking for as many kills as possible, but Munchkin, right
Kera
up from
bata
an
dalo.
elevated angle around A short or catwalk, takes it down.
Last round.
You can
in
get
the
this
half.
last round as Team Secret. I
6000
will
का
have
membership
some
launch
hope.
कर दे. Title
coming
खरीद
into
लिया
that
मुझे
next
babes.
half.
उसका
I mean,
promotion
Gen.G
करना like
yeah,
cheers
if they don't get
एक
the
बार
round,
दिन
Then I'm
से
not sure.
अच्छा है मुझे दे दो
But,
एक
I
महीने
mean,
के
the
लिए
thing
आपका
is
क्या language है ये?
If they can win the pistol on the
Yes.
other side, then
Yeah.
one way or another, maybe I'll have some hope. But the issue is like
Yeah,
Gen.G
friend,
can fall apart sometimes. Like you do see this where Gen.G looks like they're just going to smoke a team, and then they just crumble and they lose like 8-9 rounds in a row. That happens.
Entirely possible. Happened last week on Icebox.
दूसरा वाला link दो ना,
we don't
Mortal
have
Back
that
vote
in
करने
our
वाला.
map veto today. Team Secret still
एक साथ वाला
leading
link
quite
दो.
a bit. But
Pin.
like you mentioned,
Exclamation pin.
just a couple more rounds and that will inspire a lot of hope in a lot of fans.
नहीं exclamation
Yeah.
pin Jerry
included.
इसीलिए मार
Yeah.
दिया तू
I'd be happy if Team Secret could make a run of this. It'd be really encouraging.
चटिया
You
Aston
know, they
cute
made
लगता
big
है मेरे को.
changes. You know, a lot of fans clamoring
नीचे
for that.
नीचे नीचे
coming
वाला
into this stage,
नीचे
so-
वाला
Got to just figure it all out. Oh god, that's so much info. That's so brutal.
कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
Okay, burn some of that utility away. Still got a minute left to go, so that's not the worst thing
Chat
in the
में
world.
बोला
for
ना
Team
93
Secret.
curse type से.
But you only
map?
clear 1 nano so far, so all that util is going to allow. Oh boy, this.
Okay, Annihilation though might actually be able to scare someone away,
Oh,
but
press
look at the
kar
0
diya.
point again. Kelly S and Munchkin as well, just blocking off so much of that utility that Team Secret so desperately wants to use to execute into the site. Texture now playing close range with the shorty whiffs though, and there's a chance. Nizzy fires back.
अकेले
Ash
खेलता रहता है
trades.
बे बंदा.
It gets the headshot angle, though, and
Oh!
it's all down to Envy. Wild Oreo kind of blocked off because the door has been shut. Has to play it close and tight, but Munchkin deletes him
Chalte,
just down
Mara.
to Envy in a 1v2 clutch scenario. Needs to get the spike down as well. Door not yet broken, but now there they go. 2 footsteps, and Envy has to play tight and close around the crates. The shots don't line up, and this first half will end in a 9-3.
KO MVP.
Even in
कुछ
a
भी बोलो
round
KO MVP.
where I felt like Gen.G kind of made a few mistakes here and there. I mean, obviously the play to shut down the Annihilation, crazy good. That is a ridiculously good
By
0 point.
insane
And then the follow-up with the operator.
अरे मेरा
nasty
membership
stuff.
miss
But
जिया.
I think Texture makes a mistake here to go
Black
for
Bad
that
Angle
shorty
with
play.
6 months,
I think
G2
he's a
love
little
it, love
overzealous
it.
in the moment, but this hurts. I mean, Ash down to 20 HP and he gets a 2K. And then Munchkin through the wall. Unbelievable. And then at that point, they know he's at Dice. You know, they had the 0 point earlier to clear Gen. The plant comes down pretty quick after that. They do a quick peek of it, but you can read that at that point as Gen.G that Envy's probably behind Dice.
Such tough luck. I mean, that was one of the more doable rounds, basically, right? But still,
Hey,
it goes to the way
if you're
of
watching
Gen.G,
it.
and once again, we turn all our hopes and our attention onto this upcoming pistol because Team Secret does not pick this up. Will be Gen.G quickly, swiftly up towards double
कौन
digits.
करता है? कौन करता है?
No other way to look at it. I mean, you're absolutely right, dude.
PS1 तो जीत ले क्या
What
लिखा
do we
है
do?
भाई?
I mean, it's
Hater.
Team Secret one set that wants them to win. Yes, we all do, but Gen.G has other thoughts. It's just
Gen.G are just hungry to qualify to playoffs. They're like,
Stop, you're
let's
becoming more of Binks.
Can you stop?
sure.
I'm talking to Jerry.
But you are more Binks than Binks himself now.
Let's show you, basically, as Gen.G. We're going to show you, you know, what we're made of, and they certainly have so far. But, again, defender side, double sentinel stuff. Like you mentioned, the Yoru there for the quick rotations. There's a lot of depth to this comp for Team Secret. It's just, can they find, you know, their footing? Can they find some confidence in their mechanics?
भाई दोनों तबाही.
Kind of outduel some of these Gen.G players in those moments where the util isn't going to be a decider or be a difference maker. Well, that's not a great start.
Foxy 9 on the lurk. You got the 0 point clearing out market as well. So the rest of the Gen.G squad pushing up slightly more tactically now. But look at the swing out from Wild Oreo. Kelly's as well.
Aram se. Oh!
But Foxy 9 still makes it quite contentious. Envy turns around to save it for Team Secret.
निकाल लिया था Foxy ने.
Ooh, it was so close. Thank God for Envy. Thank God.
Question is this comebackable?
Nice little timing on the crunch play there from Team Secret. The fact that Envy is able to hold just outside of market underneath that platform means that you can have the reswing here from Wild Oreo. He's able to get some big damage done. Kelly S as well coming in crunch through short. So that's a really good drawn up pistol round for Team Secret. And they find another. I mean, they're 3-1 in the pistols here so far. See if they can turn this into some kind of momentum. It is defender side, it is Ascent. And again, Gen.G can struggle. Like, we've seen it.
This
बातें सुननी चाहिए भाई.
Busy beginning with a shot. Nandhan ka message crash back in A.
First time you saw Pinky कुछ feel हुआ था क्या?
First time when you saw Pinky कुछ feel हुआ था क्या? नहीं तो.
Hello. Foxy's got a sheriff, and it's going to be revealed.
So,
some awareness of what's going on, but able to grab the orb regardless.
Movie चल रहा है, पीछे गाना बजेगा.
Just Karan tucked into wine. Everybody else.
ऐसा क्यों बोला? मास्क निकालना, तेरी स्माइल देखनी है. मास्क निकालना यार, मास्क निकालना.
Especially with
स्माइल नहीं देखने का था, मेरे को थोपड़ा देखने का था. तू ही है कि नहीं?
No fallback though for Nizzy set up right now in terms of a gate crash.
पता चला तेरे चक्कर में किसी और के पीछे गया मैं.
Doesn't need it.
Not quite. Still holding. Envy with the back line as well. That was maybe not the recon that Ash wanted. Nonetheless, the smoke coming up might allow for himself to cross over. Foxy 9 buying some attention from the market angle. Current still lurking. I mean, just trying to look for as many kills as possible, but quick feet work is going to be Team Secret preventing that from happening at all. Every single weapon preserved.
As being a good their most expensive membership,
huge for them. I mean, that's got to give them some confidence now. That's got to make them feel like, okay, on this defender side, we can maybe just shut Gen.G out. You've got a great opportunity here on the boat.
MG भाई, इतना analysis मत करो. 150 का खुद membership ले लो भाई.
रवा दे.
तारू मानो ढोकलो.
दोस्त में आवी जा तू आटलू બધું विचार ना.
वही.
विचार में. दोस्त में.
उसड़े आनो.
Excuse me.
Draw up some plans, you know, whatever Solo and HSK are seeing in terms of the kind of defaults that Team Secret is setting up. You know, a lot of early presence being shown by Nizzy towards mid.
Best in their opponent, Vice, baby!
But Gen.G just made a reaction a little bit easier in some ways for the space control for Gen.G because they have the Killjoy instead of a Cypher. It's more about, like, on the site, where the Cypher gets really annoying, you know, where the tripwires are and all that stuff. Oh, texture.
What the? Quick on the draw, and now it's a market angle. Wild Oreo wildly trying to spray over, but texture still hunkers down. 3 players gone in the blink of an eye.
अकेले ही मार के जाता है भाई ये बंदा यार.
And it's Nizzy now with an outlaw. He hears the door being blocked off, so might think to break it down, but that's exactly where Munchkin is waiting. Kelly has to pick things up. We still got 4 more targets to go. Gen.G now up to double digits.
Binks.
Yeah. This is such a great read from Texture there.
What is your thoughts on?
Just so aggressive at pushing space in mid-market. It's so clean individually. That first tap, nasty. This one here, a little less impressive, but that's okay. Still gets the job done. Karan so ready for that aggressive push out of mid. Crazy good stuff from him. But the fact that Texture has that tailwind to get into mid-market to break Nizzy's angle and set himself up for that second isolated duel. So important. Such good understanding of this situation. Saw the clone come out, knew there was going to be a player there, and just said, well, I've got a piece of util that gotta just get me past your sight lines. So fight me one-on-one and see how it goes.
1v1 bro.
Yeah. That's what he did.
Well, this time he's got 2 more behind him. They're looking to go for an ace split.
तू Roblox खेल, मैं खेलती हूँ.
मतलब वो ट्रिप किधर भी डाल सकता है, ऐसा बोल.
तो मैं क्या बोली? रेंज हट गया उसका. What does that
mean? You're not getting too much great info off of
वो A पे बंदा रहेगा, मैं B पे डाला तो भी
flash from Munchkin doesn't mean much. You never know when that's just a fake.
जा Roblox खेल.
Doing a little jiggling.
मेरे को बोलता है ये.
I can play better role blocks than you.
Bring
Chal,
Team
chal,
Secret
Ave.
to thinking that the hit's coming from A main, but thankfully Zest
Famous
checked
dialogue.
it. So
Bhai,
Envy's
kya
here at the
blind
right
diya,
time.
bhai,
Double kill
kya
found.
blind diya, bhai.
Maybe even a third if he holds the angle just right, but
And you guys tag about the membership.
crouches at the right time
फासू
this
गए हो,
time.
तुमने फासू
Another
गए
kill
हो.
found. Foxy9 trying to come back into refrag, but it's not fast enough.
W.
Munchkin the only one.
अभी तेरे लॉजिक के हिसाब से 150 का ले सकते हैं तो काश दोस्त भी ले ही
Angles
सकता है
expected
यार.
for Team Secret.
30 seconds left.
You wouldn't think that Munchkin would be good for more than one.
क्या अभी genuinely बोलो अभी comeback possible है
Not
यार.
this time.
4 राउंड से दूर है
Yeah, this is
और
pretty
एकदम
solid stuff
comebackable
from
है लेकिन
Team
next
Secret.
round में नहीं. Next
You
round
know,
ये
just
round
kinda
ये लोगों को जीतना ही पड़ेगा.
holding their lines, not overcommitting to anything on the map. I
Easy है
mean,
बे,
you know,
Gen.G
Gen.G tries to set up the fake bait, right, where they throw some util, take a pause,
हाँ,
try to
रेगा की
convince you
UPI
that they're not
गुजराती है.
actually hitting A
Yeah.
when they are.
रेगा की UPI.
Instead, Team Secret
गुजराती है.
just says, nope, we know what you're doing. I've seen this before from you, Munchkin. We wait this out. Envy comes up huge there.
मेरे को लगा
You know, another challenge from Texture, this time shut down by
क्योंकि रेगा की
Team Secret
UPI है ना.
Superstar. So that's a great round.
UPI क्यों रखेगा वो नाम?
This up and actually might be able to push into a third map.
Girlfriend है भाई
Nonetheless,
girlfriend
Gen.G
है
will give
मेरा.
it another crack. This time down middle.
दे मेरे को
Oh.
gift दे.
Oh!
They figured him out.
बेचारा.
There's no
Reveal
gate crash.
करके
He had no
suppress
escape. They
करके
know
मारा
he's been
बे.
playing mid-bottom. So they're just spamming it, looking for it. Incredible
Suppress हुआ
reads
था कि नहीं
from
हुआ?
Gen.G.
Some pressure from the rest of the team to now pick up some more space, but that's where they get
Easy हो गया
punished.
बे,
Gen.G, talk about that hold, and this time they managed to hold it just right. B main becomes B site. You also got extra utility just to hold off on these
यार
rotations.
जीतना था यार
2v5.
Secret
They're
को
not
एक
gonna
मैच
go
को
for
अपने
this.
को potential नहीं
And this
दिखा
is
ना.
just brutal for Team Secret
देख भाई
because you
लावा
can't even
माटे
force out the lockdown.
लाई साकू पर
I don't.
जिस
I
दिन
think they're
खुद
just
से
playing for exits.
कमाऊंगा
I don't
उस
think they're
दिन
gonna go back in.
क्या हो गया गुजराती खत्म हो
But,
गई है क्या है ये
I mean,
पहला लाइन
the
गुजराती बात
sucky
नहीं
thing here for Team Secret is you didn't get the lockdown
12
out
months
at the
आएगा
very-
याद
you
रखना
know,
बस डन
okay, you're gonna lose the round. So be it, but
Hi इंद्रजीत
can't get that big
भाई.
ultimate away from Foxy.
कैसे कैसे
Dylan just
कैसे
went off, but he still managed to get the flick. What is that burst on that Phantom?
भाई लेफ्ट राइट दोनों जगह मार रहा है हाँ
He's good. What do you want? He's really good at the game.
Hence proves
He's,
no Killjoy
he always
is
has
better in
been.
this map than
Hopefully will be for a long
ऐसा नहीं
time
है
because he's such a tremendous player. I just read it. I mean, they're
Cypher
just
is
Munchkin.
British
Just once he starts to figure you out, dude,
5 months
you
हो गए
can't
मैंने
do the
बोल
same
रखा
things over and
थैंक यू
over
अमृत
against
भाई
Gen.G. They'll piece it together. They're too smart. I mean, a Munchkin, one of the best IGLs on the planet right now because he can frag and he
तेरे
can read.
बंदा है यार
He makes great calls.
गिफ्ट कर दो ये मैंने बहुत गिफ्ट हो
Such an
गया
annoying opponent to go against. So a big push out
अभी सीधा एक
from Team
50,000 का
Secret.
गिव अवे
You know,
हो सकता है
Munchkin
जब भी नया
might
स्किन आए
actually be in trouble here. I say that, and he's probably just gonna. Well, he's got a Vandal.
He's going to tap every single one of them. Oh, good on the flash. He kind of dodged it, but still the Stinger will take him down. So that's a weapon picked up for Team Secret. But it's also the go signal for Gen.G.
आया
To this B side. Wild Oreo, what can you do with this?
इंद्रजीत भाई थैंक यू
Well,
फॉर द
he's gonna get
50
detained.
गिफ्टेड मेरी जान के टोटे
Through the lockdown, though, buys a bit of time for the rest of Team Secret to arrive from the back lines. Ash kind of lining it
मैं
up
बोला
still.
ना ये प्यार
Picks down
करने लगा है मेरे
Zexview.
से
Maybe a
हाँ?
weapon still
Excuse
picked up
me.
for
Sorry.
Nizzy if he gets close enough.
अभी के साथ
Gotta
का
watch out
planning
for
किया है.
Foxy9 around
हाँ?
the corner. If the
दुबई
spike
की 4 घंटे
gets
की प्लानिंग
planted,
की है.
Great patience not
क्या?
to shoot that detained clone.
अभी के साथ 4 घंटे दुबई की प्लानिंग की है.
they might not know that he's below
इसलिए
logs.
गिफ्टेड दे पा रहे
Playing sneaky.
Abhi
Nizzy
kuch
goes for the check with the recon. Foxy9 gets the first shot. Nizzy low HP. Knows
अयो,
where he is, but
गलत
Foxy9 is
angle.
slippery. Nizzy
अरे
gets the angle at the very end, and
उसको
it's
बंदा
match
तक
point
नहीं
to
दिखा
9
बे
for Gen.G.
क्या जिसको भी
That's a
गिफ्टेड मिला है
huge
टैग
round win.
करके चूपा
And
दे दे
This
इंद्रजीत
is
भाई
something
को
that
ओपी
you
ओपी
needed
कर
for
दे
Team Secret. Throw a little bit of a curveball at it. Just see if you can, you know, get Gen.G to whiff on the read, and they do. Munchkin not ready at all for that push out. By the time he's in a position, you know, he tries to turn the flash, but it's too late.
मैं
He
बोल रहा है
eats too much of
वो
it.
चाहते हैं कि मैं भी
The
दुबई
lockdown
आऊं
there, okay, you're gonna get the Cypher dead. But then you have that Hunter's Fury to create a little extra
Indrajit
space.
bhai with the 100 gifted
Good
chat.
spot out for Nizzy.
Hashtag के साथ OP कच्ची गीली कर दो, कच्ची पहाड़ दो, छुपा दे दो.
More of that upcoming.
Love you
Team
बोल दो.
Secret.
नहीं बोल
Nizzy
सकता
this
प्यार
time
दे
with
दो.
an op.
हाँ? Cute fam है ये. ये
Intentionally
boys
showing
fam है,
presence there,
boys
Gen.G.
fam. डांडिया खेलो इंद्रजीत भाई के साथ.
Throw some false information, even though it's actually true information, as we can see. Look at those smokes.
Right, first round that they're doing this full quick commit. It's Texture already towards the back boathouse. Envy trying to hold down as best as possible, but Karn still being able to find that trade. Now goes back in for another duel, double dipped, and it's Kelly S who punishes him.
मिसकॉम देखा, सोहा ने यहाँ पे स्पाइक गिराया.
Although there is an
उसको अल्ट मारने के
the
लिए.
blade storms, they don't quite connect, but Texture gets his weapon out in time.
ओमेन को अल्ट मारने के
Despite
लिए,
not fully
लेकिन वो
committing,
बंदा
Texture thinking to
पीक
route
लेके मर
back,
गया.
but punished by the op.
ये थोड़ा हिट ऑफ द मोमेंट, थोड़ा मिसकॉम हो
Ash
गया
just
वो
has to
लोग का.
leave. Nothing more he could do there. That
वरना ये भी
deadlock
round
wall was
convert कर
pivotal in
देते.
that round. It caught the right player at the right time
क्या
to keep
टैग
the
करके
spike from
थैंक्स
getting
बोल
onto
दो
the
यार
site.
इंद्रजीत भाई को,
So
जिसको
that means
भी
that
मिल
even
रहा
though
है यार.
Texture is able to break through,
ओपा ओपा
you
कर दो
prevent
यार.
the round from going.
अभी जितना
completely
मुश्किल
the
है
way
क्योंकि
it
हीरो
can
अल्ट
be,
मारेगा.
You never know with Ash. He's been
काश
really
दोस्त
hot
भी
today.
क्या फायदा,
Yeah, the
मैसेज
ult.
तो मेरा पढ़ते
Know
नहीं
where
हो.
he's at.
काश दोस्त का
That
पढ़ूंगा
really
ना
keeps
मैं.
him at bay. The flashes are good. Too darn good for
काश दोस्त
Ash
का
to
पढ़ दो, वही तो
withhold.
फायदा है.
It's Team Secret, and they will continue on this upward trajectory.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout from Gen.G.
chat.
I think you might want to talk about a few of these things, how you're going to deal with that deadlock util, you know, how maybe you want to run some of these executes a little bit cleaner. I mean, you know, okay, you get the setup there for Texture, but Envy, again, just disgusting.
मिल जा BC.
He has been such a difference maker with
TTM
his
किसी
individual
दे दे.
mechanics
गाली
for
दिया तो
Team
पैसा
Secret.
मिलेगा.
Nizzy, nice shot with the op. But great flash, great setup there with the ult. Using that Yoru ult to target the Paranoia, target his flash.
टाइम आउट आ सकता है.
Make sure that they get that confirmed kill for free. Don't give up an extra trade. Don't give Gen.G any hope.
मेरा तो आज तक नहीं बढ़ा,
So
रोज
no
पढ़ता हूँ.
timeout though. A Guardian for Karan. But otherwise, you know, the same setup here for Team Secret. Nizzy has the gate crash still up. But Gen.G's been waiting that out before they try to make their move.
इंद्रजीत भाई रोज का कोटा लेके आता लगता है,
See if they have
स्पेंडिंग
something
कोटा.
set up to
हाँ?
try to put some pressure in towards mid.
कितना एक हफ्ते में
Wow.
2 के तो ऊपर हो
Just
गया
ran
रहेगा
out.
ना chat?
Gate crash isn't there.
This is a full commit on this angle now. Spotted off by
दो
the
के
turret.
ऊपर
Has
हो
to
गया
watch
तो
out
दो.
for a peek. Ooh, okay, gets away in time.
But he's spotted. Nothing Gen.G can do about that though.
Because stripper.
And Gen.G's being quite cautious in this round.
Did they clear that gate crash? Or did he fake TP? They pinged it out, and it's not on the map anymore.
So it might be a fake just to allow Nizzy to continue holding down this mid
फिर से
lane.
बीट बे, फिर से बीट होल्ड
But
कर
for
सकते हैं
Gen.G
क्या?
to avoid it completely,
एक्चुअल में
they're
ऐसा
looking
डीजे
for
है.
another
Oh
commit into
my
the B site. Now
God,
40
इस
seconds left.
रिकॉन डाल दिया इन्फो के लिए. अभी कुछ नहीं है लोग के
Waiting for
पास.
Karan to get there.
Got to smoke off market because that's where
Passy
Envy is
go, yo,
holding
chew,
while they're
chew,
off
passy
angle,
go,
but
yo,
fully
chew.
blinded. Still trying to play around lane on the ledge.
कुछ
Nizzy
नहीं है,
lands
aim
the
है
shot through
भाई.
the smoke, but look at this from Texture. Pushes in. Spike picked up. He got 3 players. Relatively healthy enough to get it down. Texture continuing to push all the way toward the back. It's unexpected, and he crouches down at the right time. Carrot for the swing at 3K in the round.
अब
And
बस पढ़ना, मैं
Gen.G
पढ़ता हूँ.
up the map in
Karthik
series
bhai,
points.
thank you for the
Oh,
cast
man.
dose
They're
membership.
so
मेरी
good
join करो डे. 6th
with
बंदा
playing off of
finally
each
मिल
other.
चुका है अपने को.
अरे
Oh
भाई
man,
इंद्रजीत भाई
Gen.G
बस
just so
करो.
fearsome. It looked good there for a moment. Team Secret.
भाभी का
भाई
नंबर दो.
आराम से आराम से आराम से आराम से करो. आज 3 रीजन है भाई, 3 रीजन है. आराम से इधर 50 उधर 50 इधर 50 ऐसा. Spread your legs and spread your spends. समझ रहे हो? ना मान रहे इंद्रजीत भाई. भाभी कैसे सपोर्ट करते पता नहीं. #OP. #OP to भाभी जी यार. #OP to भाभी जी. इधर में 50,000 का गिव अवे बोला था. ऐसा क्या थी?
इंद्रजीत भाई का 4 BHK है.
Gen.G in
That's a
playoffs.
different point.
Envy gets a good double, but it's continuing on with the trades. Gen.G
भाई
in
फिर
Gen.G
से
fashion.
trades लिया बे.
Ash manages to turn things
फिर
into a
से trades
2v2.
लिया.
Gotta think about positions all at this point. Nizzy has a potential judge.
Random मिलता है क्या? Random मिलता है.
Oh, Karan though.
अभी जी को बताना पड़ता है
TP's
क्या?
back in the boathouse, and if Team Secret doesn't hear it.
भाई आज तूने मेरे अंदर का जानवर निकाल दिया यार. मैं नहीं बताऊंगा, कान बंद कर. 50,000 का गिव अवे करेंगे अपन. करेंगे. आज से बताना बंद.
Swing as Karan snaps over onto his torso. 13-8 as the final score on the map, and Gen.G have qualified to playoffs.
Playoff बोलते.
Really impressive stuff from Gen.G.
भाई deserving तो है
I
बेटी.
mean, just in cruise control from the
deserving तो है.
beginning. You know, Team Secret able to find a little bit of footing on their defender side on Ascent.
लेकिन second map actually winnable था.
It is just too much for them to handle, and that will be Team Secret eliminated from
Raids
playoffs
थोड़ा
themselves.
desperate हो
Gen.G
गया.
just needed to win today, and Team Secret, they also needed to win. They weren't able to get it
ये
done.
लोग जापान जाएंगे
So,
अभी.
hell of a run
जापान
here for
जाएंगे.
Gen.G. Tough group.
किधर जाएंगे playoffs?
क्या बोलो ना, बाबू जी को बताना पड़ता है. मैं नहीं बताऊंगा अभी किधर जाएंगे वो लोग प्लेऑफ के लिए.
शायद ये लोग किधर जाएंगे अभी?
चैट. तेरे न्यू फीचर्स किधर है? कुछ दिखा नहीं.
50 गिफ्टेड वाला
आया
नहीं आया कुछ।
आया भाई, मेरे को कान में आवाज आया, zzz करके गया.
एक ही बार
रॉकेट नहीं
जापान ना?
गए ना चैट.
अच्छा जेरी फिश बम जेरी
गए ना.
नहीं आया.
आया रे.
मैं नहीं आया, खुद को आया तेरे को.
मेरे को साउंड आया.
वो उसका टाइमिंग बढ़ा. 5 स्विमिंग कर रहा है.
बीच टीम
인터뷰
में
만나보겠습니다.
स्विमिंग कर रहा है बोला.
क्यों बीच?
नया स्किन.
이거를 어깨에 한쪽 걸치시면 돼요. 제가 좀 아까 생각해서 노하우가 생겼습니다.
역시.
बस ये है ये तू.
Alright, well we have Gen.G's Karon for our first match
यार
interview.
उन्होंने-
And Munchkin predicted
live
that
match
TS
में
match
कर
would be a slow
Call
start.
किया delivery वाले का, कर दिया, already
came
done.
into strike. Well, you secured your
Hans
spot
Benago's
in the playoffs.
performance.
So how was today for you? 먼치킨 선수가 이전 인터뷰에서 팀 시크릿과의 경기 조금은 슬로우
팀
스타트라고 얘기를
시크릿!
했는데 슬로우 스타트 무슨 스타트? 이런 생각이 들 정도로 정말 좀 빨리
My
진행이 됐어요.
favorite
그리고
팀
플레이오프
시크릿.
이제 스팟을 확정 지으셨거든요. 오늘 경기 어떠셨을까요?
감사합니다.
이제 최근 좀 부진한 모습들을 좀 많이 보였었는데 제가 이제 스크림 하면서도 생각이 너무 많았어가지고 형들이 그냥
बंदा
계속
वैलो खेलेगा. एक
이제
चैलेंज है.
2년 차이는 말이 늘
चैलेंज
수가
वही है कि मैं
없다.
वैलो खेलूं करके.
그냥
यही चैलेंज है
하던
भाई.
대로 해라.
रीजन के वॉच पार्टी है.
그래가지고 이제 혼자 이제 자책을 좀 많이 했는데 그냥 이제 최근에서야 이제
देखो,
그냥
leaks मिल
옛날대로 하던 대로 좀 하니까 좀 괜찮게 올라온 것
क्या बात कर रहे
같아서
हो?
오늘
हाँ?
승리가 좀 나쁘지 않은 것 같습니다.
यहाँ में पिघल गया.
I personally would say that I haven't been performing my best, but my teammates were like, "Hey, it's actually hard to play even
दीदी
better
को
on
एक
your
ऐसे
second
2
year
पेन
of
के
career."
स्ट्रीम
And they told me
चाहिए.
to just do what I've
मैंने
been doing
पहनूंगा भाई
because that
सब.
is what
मैं
what's best
पहना
for me, and
नहीं.
I've been doing it, and I think that actually played out very well for me for this match.
पर
And
उसको
the
फुलाना
match
पड़ेगा,
played
time
out
लगेगा.
very smoothly for you
वो
guys,
तो मैं
although
एक किस में
Ascent
कर
did
दूं.
take a little bit longer than you anticipated. But we could tell that you were very prepared for your match against Team Secret. Can you
Yeah,
walk us through the prep
हाँ, उसको क्या
process? What
बोलते
were
हैं?
your
लबुबु.
expectations, your thoughts? 이제 오늘
लबुबु
경기가
kitchen.
말씀드렸다시피
लबुबु
2대0으로
नहीं
손쉽게
है.
이렇게 진행이 됐잖아요. 어센트는 조금 더 걸리긴 했지만
WhatsApp
준비를
group
되게
link mods help कर
만만하게
देंगे.
해오셨다는 걸
Lolbus
알
के
수
अलावा इसको मैंने
있었는데 좀
खेला
준비
यार एक.
과정에 대해서도
इसने
이야기해
टावर
주실 수
डिफेंस खेला
있을까요?
उस दिन गंदा गेम. इतना
일단
गेम ही पे
준비
कितना गंदा
과정이
गेम. मैंने
좀
उसको बोला चल कंटेनर्स. इंद्रजीत
उसमें
भाई भी वही करते
कोई
हैं.
तो कैरी हुआ है.
वो गेम ही नहीं पसंद आया मेरे को, तो क्या कह रही हूँ.
कोई तो कैरी हुआ है.
चुप रहो.
खुद के गेम में कोई तो कैरी हुआ है. वो भी हर
वो
एक
मेरा गेम
राउंड.
नहीं. मैं तेरे साथ खेली हूँ सिर्फ. मैं गार्डन टावर डिफेंस खेलती हूँ. तेरे जैसे बच्चों वाला पेट डिफेंस नहीं खेलती हूँ. गार्डन खेलती हूँ मैं. और कंटेनर खेलती हूँ. केस ओपनिंग करती हूँ उधर मैं.
करूँ मैं?
कर.
मेरा वाला केस ओपनिंग करूँ मैं?
पर्सनल ना हो. पर्सनल ना हो.
नेट शॉट बाय का भी सिर्फ वो रॉकेट डाला है मैंने. करूँ मैं? गोल्ड 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 गोल्ड. टेबल्स हार्ट.
मेरा
But this time we wanted to make sure that we didn't
2027
let any of that anxiety affect us, and we just wanted to
Binks
play it
will
round by
bless them,
round.
bless
And
them.
I think practicing that through our
2025
scrims
mein kara raha
actually
hai?
really helped us to get our
2027
original
bola.
form back. All right, that's
2027
fantastic
mein
news
kara
for
raha hai?
Gen.G as
Kaun
well.
de raha hai paise?
And fans are here.
Main paise
They
de raha
filled the venue
Wah.
to the brim, and they're very, very excited for your win. So what do you have to say to everyone that is here to say
Binks,
they love
noob
you?
in
All right.
Roblox?
이 젠지
마?
팬분들이
마?
오늘
야,
경기장을 가득 채워주셨거든요.
예,
이재영
아게,
승리
아게,
상당히
씨.
만족스러워하고 계신 것 같은데 팬분들께도 한마디 해주시죠.
제가 알기로는 오늘 그
Amazon से
팬미팅인가?
क्या आ रहा है अभी?
있는 걸로 알고
भाई
있거든요.
कुछ
그래서
ना कुछ
오늘
गोडाउन में आते
지면은
जा रहे हैं यार.
알잖아요.
परितोष भाई
아무런
thank you for the
팬미팅. 그래도 오늘
101
늦어서
G
좀
पे
다행인 것
Bunks, you are the
같습니다.
god
그리고
of the
와주신
goders.
팬분들도
Love you Bunks
오늘 집좀
भाई.
일찍
आपने मेरा
가시라고
लाइफ पूरा
이제
चेंज कर
빨리
दिया है.
보내드렸거든요.
ये सब
Hands
कुछ
up is
नहीं देखा है
blue.
उसको सिर्फ 101
아무튼
दिया
이제
है.
와주셔서 감사합니다.
We do
감사합니다.
have meet and greet after our match, and I'm really happy that we actually could give a win back to the fans that came out all the way here. And a little bit
क्या
extra
OTP
fan
आया, बंदा
service
नहीं
that
आया.
they get to go home early. All right, that's lovely. And next up, you meet a fellow Korean team, 농심 Red Force. Do you have anything you want to say to them? 다음 경기는 또 농심 레드포스거든요. 한마디 해주시고 후딱 마무리하시죠.
저 이제 그 농심 어린애들이랑 이제 뭐 페르시아 형이랑 좀 친하거든요. 와봐.
와봐. Well, you know,
ना
they're
मान
younger,
रहे,
and
ना
I'm really
मान
close
रहे.
with the team as well, and I just
ना
want to tell
मान
them,
रहे. आज
hey,
ज़्यादा
Savvy,
interview कर रहे हैं
Savvy.
आप.
All right, and as Karan said, we have a meet and greet at the lobby, so make sure to stop by, and I'll be back after our
meet
second
and
match.
greet, Karan
카론
bye.
선수 말씀해주셨듯이 젠지 팬 미팅 1층에서 진행되니까 함께 해주시길 바랍니다. 저는 다음 매치 인터뷰로 돌아오겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Amazon आया नहीं,
감사합니다.
OTP आया सिर्फ.
ये देख गया ठीक से पहन के जा रहे हैं टैक्स वाइब्स है रे
Thanks प्यारा बंदा.
हाँ
I want that floaty here on the desk. Karon, floaty jusayo, please. Please pass it over here on the desk.
They are
But
friends
that
with
is
T1. ये देखिए
congratulations to
team है.
Gen.G locking in playoffs with a clean 2-0
This is the team.
versus a Team
पंकु
Secret.
मेरा message
Unfortunately, this wasn't the
ना
performance
यार,
we were hoping for with
message,
Team Secret, especially
message,
with their
message,
entrances
message,
and everything, their
message,
energy that they showed when
message,
entering the stage.
A lot of energy on those walk-ins, but not in the server. This was very, very clean from Gen.G. This is why they're such a powerhouse, and now this is exactly why they pushed their spot into the playoffs, exactly where they want to be.
Absolutely. Big momentum for Gen.G coming through these last couple of games and into playoffs. They may
कैसे?
टैग प्रोडक्ट्स
Tag, share and earn. Help viewers shop your stream and discover something new. कैसे करूँ?
चाय सर्च कर टी
टी.
आया क्या चलता ही नहीं है ये बंद कर दे मेरे स्ट्रीम में भी यही हो रहा है
बेटा वर्जन में ही है. ये I think बेटा वर्जन में. लैपटॉप. बेटा वर्जन में. Send feedback. फीडबैक भी सेंड करने दे. बेटा वर्जन में है.
पापा कब आएंगे पता नहीं
क्या लैंग्वेज है?
बेटा वर्जन है तो पापा वर्जन होना
मेंबर
चाहिए
ग्रुप कैसे ज्वाइन करें? मॉड्स तुम लोग अगर नहीं
That
समझ
moment,
में आ रहा है तो
this
मेरा
way they
चैनल पे
sent
जाओ और
very
कम्युनिटी
smooth.
पोस्ट
Team
देखो
Secret couldn't
और
find
उसके
any
पहले
answers.
स्ट्रीम
I
को
think
लाइक
Gen.G
कर
is
दो.
just that team that you have to play
दीदी
like a
कैसे
top tier team in the
बोलूं?
world if
हाइड
you want to
दे
beat them. They're
दिया
not going to
चैनल
slip up.
से.
They're not going to
किसने
give you
दिया?
free wins. They're always going to come into the server and perform. So you really need to put on
किसने दिया
a
तुमको?
top tier
निकला?
performance to test them.
मैं बहुत
And
ही
unfortunately,
बोल रही
Team Secret just wasn't that today.
You
Envy,
hide दिया पहले वो
fantastic
coach.
game, especially here on Ascent.
मेरे
You
को
can
क्या
see
पता?
that
Oops.
he is very comfortable. He
You
is the
hide
one
दिया?
stable, consistent part of Team Secret roster to roster.
Pinky
No
bye.
matter what, he's been putting up his
Pinky
numbers
bye.
this year,
Pinky दी.
especially when Team Secret is losing.
season
But
नहीं
it still
पहुंच रहा.
wasn't good enough.
Pinky
Nobody else for Team Secret
पिंकी
was
दी
able to
आप
really stand up
बंक्स
to
को
the task
कैसे
of taking on
संभालते हो?
Gen.G
शॉर्ट
today.
आउट
Oh my
प्लीज.
god.
मैं संभालता हूँ. कॉल आ रहा है, कॉल आ रहा है. लोग क्या कॉल आ रहा है?
Leave it be. Okay, I tried my best. I
अरे
tried my best.
साइड
It's
हट.
the
कॉल आ रहा
master's
है.
Pain.
But yeah, I mean, like
अरे
Envy
रख
right
दे
now is the
हमको.
villain on Team Secret. Stop laughing at the penguin.
Sorry.
I said penguin.
The
Oh my god, the Benedict Cumberbatch thing got to me. I said pengling. We do have, you know, one of the troll spots of Team Secret, of course, were the pistol rounds, as we highlighted earlier.
Again.
You have to stop.
Not again. Make it stop, man.
Chinese
They've won
coffee
so
mug
many
is
pistols.
there.
You know how many teams would
Abhi
love to
membership
win
liya tha.
14 pistols to 4
Kaun hai
and
ye?
then
Maine
losing
kya?
every second round conversion? 65%?
I mean, like, they just...
Second round conversion
Fauzi ka ball.
loss?
Like, what makes it worse is
Uncle
Gen.G
Fauzi ka
didn't
ball.
even have to do
Try
anything
go on,
special
hide
here.
kar
They
maine
just had two
channel
people
se.
on the B
They
side.
just had
This
a
wasn't even-
crossfire with classics.
It's really sad to see, and that really takes the wind out the sails of Team
Yes.
Secret every time. No wonder they're struggling.
It's like a weird superpower. It's like you win pistols wonderfully, but you're gonna lose everything else after
It's
that.
like the curse
गिफ्टेड पे
monkey
XP
ball, you know,
नहीं
you
मिलता
get
ना
your
ये.
wish,
Super
but
chat and chat.
we'll lose every follow-up round. Match MVP going to Caron there. I gave it to Caron. To be fair, Texture was phenomenal
अपना
today. He
श्राप
almost dropped 40
हटाओगे?
across two
Muted
maps in
कैसे
two
लगा?
pretty one-sided games, and he went 10-1 in opening duels. Like
कैसे
Texture
लगा
usually
muted?
loses the majority
पता
of
नहीं
opening
किसने
duels,
दिया
and
रोज बिना
Gen.G
chat
kind of
करे
mop
लोग
up
ब्लॉग्स
around
देखता
him.
हूँ.
10-1 in opening duels. Every time Texture was taking an opening duel, he was winning it. But Caron, I wanted to give
मेरे
it to
को ID
Caron
name
because
Discord DM
it's
कर
been a
दो.
little bit of a
कर
slow
दो.
performance for Caron in the last little bit this
जाओ चाय.
year, and
क्योंकि
it was
आप
great to
कैप
see him
पहन
back
के
on
stream.
form. He's
आज
such an entertaining player to watch
oil
when he's
लगाया
in
मैंने.
form. Positionally, he's so good. He
मेरा
plays
ये
around the
इतना बड़ा
smokes, he
cap है
picks his
इधर.
angles very well.
Oil
He's just got
लगाया.
fantastic crosshair placement
Air
and
wash
awareness.
day
Honestly,
आज
he is a player that you can replicate. There's
आज
some
नहीं.
players that I'm like, do not play
मैं
like this.
एक
Do not try to, run
चीज
it
मैं use
down
करने
and
वाली हूँ, उसको सुना. You'll
take some
see,
risks
you'll
and things
see.
like that. But Caron is a player that you can copy what he does and become
This
better
week
at the
only
game, I
you'll
think.
see.
No, it's
Weekend
definitely
तक.
fun seeing Karen back in the MVP slot. It's definitely fun seeing Karen, you know, put up those frags once again and have that energy on stage too.
Yes.
He was such a core of why Gen.G became such a fan favorite last year, right? So it's good to see him get a little bit of that mojo back. We are not done just yet. We are going to go into a quick little break.
Oil में
But when we
headphones
come back,
गंदे नहीं हो
we have
जाते?
Talon versus
वैसा oil नहीं है,
T1.
it's
So
not
don't go
chip-chip
anywhere.
oil.
VCT Pacific will be right back.
It's on the scalp. It's a different oil. वो चिपचिपा वाला oil नहीं है. दूसरा oil. मतलब है sticky, but it's not that. OTP बंकू को दे देना. I think उसके फोन में आया है 50253. अरे वो नाम था ऑयल का जो बताया था आपने, भूल गया मैं. कभी बताया मैंने नहीं बताया ये ऑयल के बारे में तो बात ही नहीं की. मेरे स्ट्रीम पे ये सब स्किन केयर एंड ऑल आ जाओ उधर. अफिलिएट लिंक दूंगी फ्लो. ओके इंद्रजीत भाई कितना पैम्पर ना करो बंक्स को. हुई हुई राइट ऑलमोस्ट. देखिए बंक्स को प्लीज बोलो टॉक शो करना है यार, उसका टाइम ही नहीं है. He is genuinely not sleeping good also. Last night he did members only. कुछ कितने बजे खत्म हुआ चैट? members only 5-6 बजे सोने आया है. और उसको ना एक तो ये है कि he cannot sleep as soon as he lies down. वो काफी लोग are blessed with all that. तो 2-3 घंटे लगते हैं उसको आफ्टर पीसी बंद करके सोने को. रात सुबह को उठाओ. देश में इंद्रजीत भाई का सपोर्ट नेक्स्ट लेवल. एवरीवन कि उसको वेकेशन पे लेके जाओ. कैसे किडनैप करूं उसको मैं? होला हाय 4:30 अराउंड बंद किया. हाँ तो 5-6 बजे तक खाना खाया, फिर उसके बाद कुछ तो चिप्स और वो बैग में भी नहीं आएंगे. आइडिया अच्छा है, किडनैप कर सकते हैं. Binks ने LOL box members only हाँ members only पे खेला था उसने 3-4 दिन पहले कोई नहीं करेंगे वेकेशन भी करेंगे जल्द गुजरात क्या रहा है वाला चुम्मी तब क्या तू क्या थी चे अहमदाबाद सूरत बड़ौदा.
Welcome back to VC Pacific. Gotta love the music we're playing during the breaks. Really makes me feel the beach vibes. We're chilling over here. But not for too long because we've got Talon and T1 up next. Both teams have qualified to play so now it's just a matter of raking in some extra championship points. And of course, there are still perks to finishing first in your group.
Oh yeah, this is a matchup I am so excited for. In my mind, these two teams are so evenly matched. Taking a look at Talon here on your screens. And I mean, this is a roster we were both so excited about, but they did have that bit of a fumble last week against DFM. So now it's about them recovering, regaining the momentum that they started that Super Week.
Yeah, it's time for Talon to prove themselves, though. I mean, they took an easier win against Boom, who is not in great form. Then they took out Zeta, who are pretty much out of Pacific at this point, and then a fumble against a DFM that they really would have wanted to be beating. Now you're taking on the big dogs. You've got T1, who are in some pretty fine form. They made some changes with their corrects back-to-back at the end of the group. You need to make sure you're bringing your absolute A game here as Talon, and you make sure that you can try to steal away one of these wins.
Exactly. They're done with their Japanese team derby, and now it's time for them to take on T1. And I feel like everybody's been praising Talon for looking really clean. This is where it's going to be tested because they will be up against T1, and they are fresh from last week's home ground. They're back on the Pacific stage with a previous match against Zeta. Now they have to face again that Talon that is looking
Yeah, absolutely. I think for T1, like you're seeing some changes compositionally, stylistically from them. He's seen easy on the duelists almost all the time. DH has had some fantastic gains for himself. He's slotting in well into this tier 1 performance. You've seen Buzz kind of floating around on the chamber quite a bit. This current T1 style is kind of the new iteration. They are still running double duelists quite a lot, similar to what they were running in their Bangkok run, but just with a little bit of a different
यार मेरी एक क्यूट सी फ्रेंड है वहाँ पे इंद्रजीत भाई उसको बस मेरा हेलो बोल देना यार
loss comes to Paper Rex, of course, fresh off the back. Yeah, it was incredibly close. And it's straight off the back of that Toronto win from Paper Rex. So it doesn't get tougher. Both these teams have both beat Boom and Zeta. So now is a really big test for both of these squads. You've got to keep your eyes on DH, by the way, today. He had a fantastic showing against Zeta Division at that home ground, but it is a much bigger test for him today.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta love how this squad is building DH up, and even having him lead their cheers, like encouraging him, oh, count us down, he is the one leading those cheers, so you really gotta love how they're enabling him.
Yeah, for sure, making him feel very comfortable. You're seeing a lot of very big highlights from him. He's quite comfortable playing that Omen, just being able to master that role. Of course, he's got plenty of players to help him out with that. He's got Sylvan and Karpe sitting on either side of him, telling him exactly how he needs to play, exactly what he needs to do, probably helping him kind of go through and VOD review exactly how he should be playing that role. And he's not always the only controller on T1 as well. We've seen Meteor actually floating onto the Astro and Corrode lately, and he's been having better performances than I've seen from him in ages.
What is Autumn doing?
It's like that clip from It's Always Sunny, where it's like the conspiracy board, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Legit.
Oh yeah, will the win-loss pattern
OTP
kind of made a U-turn
502537
and now it seems to be going back around?
Look, no disrespect, I've seen some of T1's macro with the single Enid double duelist comps. It's not this complicated, you know? I'm not buying it.
Kapati Diamond 1 in a million. Diamond 1 in a million.
T1 is the type of team that can do that too, right? We talk about some teams and how they can sort of brute force their way through certain maps, even through certain agent compositions. And T1 is the type of team that does that, because just look at their players.
Yeah, and if you take a look at this pattern, it's been win-loss against T1. So if you do believe in cursors, this should be T1's game locked and away.
What's happening to Talon? No, why is this happening to Talon every single time?
We are on low calorie.
But we have to highlight
we are on calorie already
CH
deficit
earlier.
tight.
We have to give it up for the rookies, quote unquote, on the side of Talon. They've managed to find time to really hone them.
Yeah.
And Ty coming into the
Immortal,
duelist
not
too.
diamond,
That's such a
Chirag.
welcome change.
Yeah, Ty obviously swapping on over from Omen and controllers in general to playing the primary duelist. It's been pretty good thus far, except on the Neon. His Neon performance on Sunset in their previous
Let's go.
game against DFM was not great. He got hard Neon
We're
dipped by
ready.
May. I mean, there's no shame in that, but really he just didn't look comfortable on that agent. But most of the other agents that he's played in that duelist role, he's looked very good. And Kahlua was their outstanding performer in their loss against DFM last week.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Kahlua, since, you know, we're seeing, look at the Asian pools here, it's really slimmed down. It's a lot more focused around that Sova. And we're seeing his performance really tick up for it. I think this is a really nice way to ease a rookie like Kahlua into this specific stage. Really simplify
G
things.
का match
We
कब है?
saw him take over that game. I think he has massive, massive potential. Talon is more than just Primi, I think, especially.
Oh, for sure. I think they've got great macro, they've got great game plan. He's got 100% win rate on the Gecko as well, I'm pretty sure. He's very comfortable playing that agent, so we'll see if that does come up at all in the veto once we look at the maps, and then we can get a better idea of what comps they're going to be running and who's going to be playing what role.
For sure, we're seeing the map win data on your screens right now, excuse me. But I think, you know, for the side of Talon, it's a matter of this is finally a talent that I think everybody can get behind. It's
9 तारीख को तो रक्षाबंधन है, मैं नहीं देख पाऊंगी.
As it was in previous years.
अरे
or in the
यार,
previous
not
stage.
fair,
There's suddenly
man.
a good foundation that they're building on every single week here in stage 2.
I'd agree, but that DFM game raised a couple of questions for me, unfortunately. I wanted to be
Sure.
all in on the Talon hype train. I wanted to be all in on the T1
G का
hype train
match.
as well, but both of them have had their
9
slip-ups.
तारीख को है.
T1, to be fair, it was against Paper Rex, where they're barely losing in an overtime game. But for Talon, the loss against DFM, it's unfortunate.
Binks
I mean,
अपना parcel
you know,
ले लो,
May
मेरा
did
parcel
drop almost plus 30 on you, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's May, right? And on that note, actually, we have to look at a little bit of the first kills over here and
True.
first deaths that we're seeing.
Hey
on our
dude, what do you
screens
do
right
for a
Yeah, so this
living?
is saying that T1 are the best at that
मेरे
first kill
coach team
round
पे
win
आके
percentage.
पूछा,
So when they get that first kill,
कौन
they're
सा
the
mic
best at
अच्छा है
closing it out.
मेरे लिए?
And then on the flip side, Talon are the best
आपके
when they
घर भेजना
lose
ही
that
है.
first kill. So I think this is sort of a pattern that will really play out today, where if T1
W
get that
को
first kill,
W
both these teams are respectively the
अरे
best
आपने
in those
भेजा है.
positions. So really look out for those moments.
आराम
And
से
look at how
address
Talon are
भेजा
trying to
पीछे.
claw back into these rounds because they're very good at it.
Yeah, I think Talon are right there with T1. If not, I think they might even be.
चैट
in first.
नया
T1
माइक
or
भेजा
T1,
है
I can't
इंद्रजीत
remember
भाई
exactly.
ने.
T1 has actually got a great 4v5 conversion as well. Talon will have to have a good 4v5
अभी मेरा
conversion
पुराना
if
mic
Jet
Binks
Boys
का.
goes 2-14 in opening duels like last
ये
time.
हटा दे
For
अभी.
sure.
कितना अच्छा माइक है ये.
And now we're seeing the map veto come up. We're getting corroded.
W राकेट गिफ्ट है आपका.
ठीक है
मेरा
Chamber,
आपका एड्रेस भेजो मैं राखी
भाई ये तो अनफेयर चीज है. मेरा राखी गिफ्ट किधर है?
मेरे को
T1 keeps
address
picking
भेजो.
attack, man. They're just quite happy to keep picking
Instagram
attack. to keep
DM.
हाँ, it's high time
Yeah.
हम भी कुछ रिटर्न गिफ्ट भेजे. It's high time.
इतना we cannot keep accepting.
2 लाख के ऊपर गिव अवे किया है इंद्रजीत भाई ने.
Yeah, we'll send something.
एक
Not for
मैंगो
you,
बाइट तो I can send.
for maybe Bhabhi ji and Chotu.
Yeah, Q2. Q2. भाई W है भी, लेकिन चैट एक बार
W कर दो
एक
यार.
बार हार्ट स्पैम कर दो यार इंद्रजीत भाई को यार. इतना बड़ा दिल, तुम्हारी जितनी बड़ी लुल्ली है उससे डबल साइज का दिल है यार इंद्रजीत भाई का यार.
स्पैम कर दो.
ना मान रहे भाई, ना मान रहे. हाँ, शुगर डैडीज के पास भी इतना शुगर नहीं रहता है. मिस कर दिया भाई. 150 गिफ्टेड मेंबर्स दिया है भाई आज.
विंग्स लेके आएगा घर पे डिनर पे दाल बाटी चूरमा खाने आएगा तब. मेरा गिफ्ट विंग्स लेके आएगा. दाल बाटी
दाल नहीं
चूरमा.
पसंद है.
ये दाल नहीं खाता.
दाल नहीं पसंद.
इसको पापड़ चूरी.
हाँ, बटर चिकन.
अरे मारवाड़ी खाना कौन सा अच्छा लगता है?
बटर
पापड़
पनीर.
चूरी है. बटर पनीर बोलता है. इसको समझ में नहीं आता राजस्थानी में डिफरेंस क्या है, गुजराती में डिफरेंस क्या है.
मेरे लिए सारे हिंदुस्तानी है सारे.
हे सीरी ब्लॉक बिंग्स.
अरे मत करो यार.
feel more confident in T1. I can see why the viewers are feeling confident for them, but I honestly think Talon didn't look too bothered by the fact that they lost to DFM last week, and I think that was a bit of an underperformance. You're not going to see Primi go 4-20 on Icebox again.
Yeah, true. I think despite our predictions, I
would
would favorites head into this, but I think a lot of us believe in that Talon upset potential today. But
मेरे को नॉर्थ साउथ ईस्ट वेस्ट कुछ नहीं, सेंटर मुंबई, लेट्स गो।
मेरे स्ट्रीम पे अनबॉक्स कर। ओए
मैं बोला 10 बार
तो निकाल के आने का ना।
यहाँ पे गमटे
बहुत
पे
छोटा है, नहीं दिखेगा। तू वाइडो
गमटे पे
क्या था वो?
गांडो छे
नहीं, तेरे लैंग्वेज
पीसो
नहीं, योर मॉम कॉल्स यू।
My mom calls me a lot of things. मैं हल्का सा मैं मेमोरी लेन में चला गया।
अरे यार, I forgot.
मम्मी स्ट्रीम देख रही रहेगी। मम्मी क्या बोले थे? बहुत सारे वर्ड्स है वैसे। क्या बोले थे मम्मी? ओ मम्मी, मम्मी सुमड़ी में स्ट्रीम देखती है, पता है? साइलेंट व्यूअर भी एक टाइम पे बात करेगा, लेकिन मम्मी एकदम सुपर साइलेंट व्यूअर है। जैसे एसेट का सुपर फैन चल रहा है वैसा। लैंग्वेज अविन डिसोजा, लैंग्वेज
बेवर्सी
नहीं बुलाती है मम्मी मुझे, वो
नहीं बुलाती, वो नहीं। व्हाट इज पीसो?
पागल।
पीसो
जिसका पार्सल उसका स्ट्रीम पे अनबॉक्स।
हाँ
कर दिया ना आपने ये बात,
ये
कर दिया ना। W for injuries by many of us can't afford this much donation and support, but you're doing immensely great. I am super happy for that. It feels like I am the 1% part of seeing both. Love you यार। रेगा की सुस्ती UPI इतनी बड़ी मैसेज भेजा है। यार सारे लोग यही बीच वेयर पहन के आ रहे बे, ये बीच वेयर कैसे? लेकिन
Of course, Talon, we're very much familiar with. There's confidence and comfort that's been steadily building within this team, and it's time to see if the team from Thailand can take.
भाई वो नया स्किन का नाइफ है क्या? वो फैन
hiding their facial expressions there, locked in, not giving anything away to their opponents. They're looking to bounce back from that tough loss last week, but we know that this is a team with so much potential, and I think it would mean a lot.
बोला 4-4:30 बजे तक आएगा वो।
Definitely, but T1 back on the Pacific stage. They're looking to continue their win streak. What are they carrying out there? What was that?
I hope it was some ice cream. I'm going to be
it's our little water pistols.
Yep.
Wonderful. That might be indicative of how they're going to start up this match. Of course, Talon is a formidable opponent, but T1 are looking to prove that they are still the top team here in this match.
Bye-bye. Done. Bye-bye. Take care. God bless you.
Shooters on T1, everybody knows that. And Talon, they might be the best team in Thailand, but T1 won a bloody world championship over there in Masters Bangkok, so they'll be looking to put Talon in their place today and show that they are still one of the best teams in Pacific.
Yeah, I mean, they got the macro down on the walkout.
Even
Let's see if it's the same in the server there. A lot of coordination, but I think this is a very, very exciting matchup. Both of these teams really looking to fight to be the top of the Pacific. Taking another quick look at our video, we are starting on Conquer Road, which is Talon's pick, and we know that they love to get a little bit cheeky with it, picking into this chamber that we know T1 are going to bring.
For sure, I think there's a lot of
Thank
trends
you,
that you
Thank
can
you.
see there from T1. They've already had
तरफ से
two
hello बोलना
wins
उसको।
in both of their games against Boom and Zeta on this map. So there's going to be some well-established trends about where the chamber is positioned. What are the trends of how Meteor is going to be working and how you can try to isolate that. I think Talon will have a fair bit to read into, and we know that they're a team that loves to prep and comes in with a good game plan.
I'm kind of sad, by the way, that the coaches didn't have props themselves on their knockout. I feel like they didn't get their own props. But besides that, it's wonderful seeing all of these teams really feeling the vibes here on the stage. Both of these teams have already qualified to playoffs. It's just a matter of refining their strategies here, especially on Corrode, where they can get a on this map.
Yeah, I mean, I think really getting Corrode solid into your map pool is going to be massive moving forward into Watchparty.
Yeah,
and if you get further going a chance, having a strong Corrode when you're able to come up against these other regions, which do approach the map quite differently. We see, you know, more double initiator and things from around the world. So I think really understanding this map will give you a nice edge moving forward. It's understandable why these teams that want to be at the top are really putting in focus to get their reps here.
Honestly, looking at this map, I feel a little nervous for Talon going forward. Lotus is a map that T1 played very close against Paper Rex, and then Sunset has gone better for T1 than Talon. Looking at what you're going to get from T1 here, it is the same comp they've been playing. Buzz is on Chamber, Izu is really kind of the primary.
मेरे को एक बात बताओ, हम लोग क्या जज करेंगे भाई इनको? मास्टर्स जीते वो लोग, हाँ? वो लोग में इतना लेवल ऑफ डेडिकेशन है कि एक दूसरे को ब्लेम कर रहे। हम लोग को दिख रहा है कि हाँ गलत है, लेकिन रिजल्ट्स ला रहे भाई वो लोग, समझ रहे हो? ये तो वही बात हो गई। 7th स्टैंडर्ड में मैंने ड्राइंग नहीं किया था, मेरे को घर वालों ने बहुत मारा, उसके बाद मैंने ड्राइंग किया, ड्राइंग किया मैंने। आई मेड अ ट्री। सबका अलग तरीका रहता है, क्या जज करेंगे?
Here in the venue, and of course they are so ready for this first map. We're heading into Corrode, so we're gonna pass it back to Paper Thin and Quack. Casters, start game.
Starting the game right now. We're just straight into it.
We're doing it. We're on it.
Yeah, but it's always a good chance for both of these teams to really rack up those championship points. I think it's fair to say that both of them are kind of the strongest they've been all year round.
मैं एक बार क्या बना था पता है भाई? मम्मी ने मेरे को एक बार क्या बनाया था पता है क्या तुम लोग का यार? चैट सब्जी वाला बनाया था रे। मैं पूरा आलू बन के बैठा था। I was the cutest potato out there. Cutest.
To the limit and back-to-back overtime, so it's hard to say exactly where these two teams are going to shake up and how much of this is going to come down to just individual form on the day, maybe some of the agent comp stuff. Like I looked at the chamber, because there's only a single controller, essentially. I mean, you have a Cypher who does have some cages, of course, but, you know, with that Omen, you might have a little bit more of the map opened up for Buzz to do some damage. Like the desk was highlighting Meteor, and rightly so. He's a real nuisance on this map because of the way he'll lurk, because of the way that he'll set up his smokes that, sometimes are set up to get him in place to maneuver. This is scary, though, for T1 if they keep going.
Yeah, full force of Talon players breathing down their necks just around this A main position, and it's Kilo continues to push up front with the rest of the team. What a call from Cruz. Picks up the pistol, and you got some T1 players trying to come back and fight out and trade out as much as possible. DH jumping right click, and all of a sudden it's a 1v1.
The problem for DH is he's not sure where that last player is, and didn't have the confidence to just keep kind of pressing forward into A. Without that information, you know, you would expect that the rotation would come through with how long that battle had gone on, with how many players were seen. DH trying to be tricky, but this is a great read from Jit. He should have this.
Right, could just hold the angle. DH gonna rotate into him. So there it is, the headshot to allow for Talon to pick up a pistol.
That's beautiful stuff from Jit, boys. Just reading his opponent brilliantly. You know, kind of, as you know, you're in the mind of your opponent, you're saying, okay, surely the last player's on A already, I can't push that way, or, you know, that's the less safe option. So Jit just says, I'm going to go mid. I bet that's what you're thinking. Kind of weird to me that T1 presses forward on this fight after kind of taking, you know, a loss early. There's a paranoia that's thrown out. But they just kind of plant their feet and go for it, just thinking, okay, well, maybe our firepower can get us through, but Talon had that read the whole way. And that gives them that big, ever-important pistol round win. T1 now would love to, you know, force their way into B, but as we can see on the mini-map, it is a mess. There is a ton of util, there's deep trips, there's a sonic sensor that's behind the box to the right. So Buzz maybe just going to stick around and see if he can find some value with the headhunter. Ooh, just barely gets out of there.
That's one of the things where the map veto accounts for so much as well. Talon with the coaching staff. T1 though, not want to back down from the fight. A full rotation over onto the A side alongside Meteor. Once again, you got to look out for these weapons of Talon's.
But this allowed Meteor to slip past the net.
भाई उसने देखा.
Something's giving it away. Somehow Cruz gets the read on that.
शायद.
Good enough to anticipate where information might have gone dirty. Now just to spam through the smoke, spotting a couple of glimpses of T1 stragglers trying to bring themselves across, but nah, it's not going to happen. So flawless for Talon.
3 centi पसंद है 3
Yeah,
centi
just clean stuff there. Not sure if there's a sound cue out of place or something. Regardless, great stuff from Cruz. Pretty good read overall, from Talon, you know, committing both of their sentinels to the B site, just saying, look, if you guys want to try to brute force your way through, you just go for a quick hit. Well, we're going to make it as difficult as possible. Everybody else just set up on the other side of the map, and we can really just lock you out of the round. That's exactly what they do. Very nice for Talon. And
Please bolo tech pause hai.
okay, I was gonna say, Achilles is always getting mad at me because I can't tell which music is which for the tech pause versus the actual pause. Why is it always T1?
Oh yeah, it does kind of. It's a coincidence, and you know, I think it's fair. Today they are changing up the music a little bit today, so you're not entirely sure.
Is it? I'm so bad at like putting any kind of like memory permanence onto what music is played during timeouts. Like you could convince me that they were playing old school like rock or something. You sure?
Sometimes. Today it was the summer theme, the splash.
Stacks अच्छा लेकिन Primi cracked है यार. Form में आ गया Primi is
still good rounds from Talon.
Solo leveling वाला बंदा.
Thing is needing to be able to keep that
क्या नाम है उसका? Jinso.
Because we have seen several, I guess,
matches
already
कभी है solo leveling?
they're able to do quite a bit throughout middle.
ये क्या drawing है भैया?
Yeah. I mean that's generally where you look to on Corrode. For teams to kind of establish themselves, establish their presence. That is a hilarious picture of Buzz. It is.
Why does he look like that?
I'm not sure. It is a chamber drawing with Buzz on the. But
come on, that's not.
I feel like he did Buzz a little dirty.
That's a caricature.
Yeah, it's like something. It's like when you go on vacation and there's like those people drawing out the street. You're like, hey, draw me and my friend. And it's like,
that one's,
you look terrible. And
that one's done in like 10, no, not even 10.
I hate Buzz so much. I want to see him lose an entire ONG रे और होता है रे वो कंड में रे.
I think we're
लिख रहा है तो बराबर तो लिख.
Getting pretty quick, maybe. I'm looking down at the stage. Oh no, they're still talking with somebody down there.
Yeah, we're being told that they're currently investigating the issue. That's happening. Players are keeping themselves as ready as possible as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
gets Meteor.
Oh, it might be.
But
nonetheless, it's the way that the teams are playing right now. I mean, again, I just feel like off of that pistol alone, you know, sometimes it could be a clash of what it is, but at the same time, the fact that Talon picked this map feels quite deliberate.
Yeah, I agree with you. There has to be a really good reason, like something they're seeing in the T1 sort of game plan on this map that they feel like they can punish. Again, my concern comes down to controlling the chamber and controlling Meteor's lurks. Like if you can stop both of those things, you give yourself a really good chance to run away with it on this defender side, especially now that you just came through with a flawless anti-ego. That lends itself to something, you know, pretty drastic happening. Maybe. But again, with these two teams, my thought coming into this was we're going 3 maps. It's going to be a grind. You know, these are 2 of the better teams we have in this group. You would think, but who knows? Maybe Talon just coming in with some fire today after that DFM loss. Like the desk was saying, it didn't seem like Talon was too bothered by losing to DFM. Maybe just an off day for them. And, you know, they feel like, well, if we're our normal selves, we're going to go. They're having fun, they're laughing, they're fist-pounding, we're in good shape. I can see the clock ticking down.
Okay.
I think we're ready to go.
Back into the game. That didn't take too long. So once again, yes, you are right with how Talon are keeping these weapons, possibly converting into a bonus, but you got to look for T1 with our full buy.
Yeah, I mean, I think for T1 here, you'd love to establish a little bit of map control. Meteor there gets spotted, but he's going to quickly rotate out. Now look at Talon. They've sent 4 players out of A main into lobby.
All 4. There's a lone Jit Boys with a stinger onto B. Currently things are smoked off, so that does buy some time.
Did T1 get the read that there was this many coming through this quickly?
The barrier as well?
Stax is in trouble here. This is the spike.
If he doesn't look...
Oh my god, the timing. I thought he was dead to rights.
Oh, Thai has a slight opportunity. Or they're just gonna both miss each other completely. T1 all the way to the back of spawn. But here comes Thai, spots out, it's the spike dropped! Quickly picked up, but you got Jit Boys anchoring down the site, playing close range with the stinger. Tough battles ahead, Meteor. Do you really continue to hold the angle? Oh, almost down, but still managing to take the duel. Killa, though, arriving out from main, and now it's duels all throughout for Meteor.
This is very difficult. Yeah, not gonna happen. The 3 players there watching the B heaven. Good luck. I don't care who you are, that's unwinnable. This is weird for me for T1 for a couple reasons. One, they're not keeping track of their negative space well enough, like understanding the map that they're giving up. And then when that happens, that's when you run into a stinger up here in heaven and you're just not quite, you know, ready for that, because I could see Izu looking around, like the confusion all of a sudden. Wait, who's got the spike? Are we okay?
I think that Baramash really sold out so much. They thought that Talon must have still been holding on A, but in fact, Talon pushed all the way out. This time around, different approach. Playing it passive, and it's Thai in with the Outlaw.
Yeah, they're just...
Oh, you saw him?
Picks a lot of place, I guess.
Ooh, blindly spraying as much as possible. The paranoia.
3K! Oh my!
3K in the round. Buzz with the headhunter just to desperately look for more kills, but Talon picking things up to a 4th.
Yeah, they've really done a great job shutting down the egos, reading the map, finding their moments to get aggressive. So the concern for me with, you know, Talon's composition was maybe a slower game for T1 would, you know, open itself up to some picks to give them those first kills that we saw was pretty important for this team. But so far, Talon's been either aggressive on the map or holding the mains that T1 has chosen to try to put some pressure at. All of it flawless, essentially.
Let's see if they can keep this up. You got 2 ops, 1 on each team.
And Buzz left to his own devices there in mid. I mean, and Ty is not pushing out any further than that corner outside of mid stairs. He's just holding that angle. I haven't seen him move a muscle. And for T1 there, you're trying to find some space on the map, but the double Sentinel is going to make things difficult for Meteor to kind of do some of those lurks that he wants to do. I mean, you're going to have to get aggressive in mid as T1. I think being proactive in the early part of the round here is signaling to me that Stax is remembering what happened a couple rounds ago. This needs to be explosive. Good flash.
Yeah, exactly right.
Bro,
that Thai needs to do, but unfortunately it's Buzz holding down the angle. So that opens things up from this A-link position. Killa has to hold it. Maybe some support from Cruz with potential smokes, but he gets shot by Izu. Now just Killa trying to play from the site. Has a shock dart, but still the swings a little bit too good. Close and tight to the corners. Now on to Primi and Jit Boys for a potential retake.
That was a huge swing into the site. No flashes available after Izu died.
Oh, great read. What a spray from Meteor just as soon as the cage comes up.
Ready though. Come back, baby. Come back. Come back.
Well, that's round over. Primi just wants to save the op at this point. The real question is how aggressive does T1 want to get? Their coffers are not deep yet, so really pressing for this is dangerous. Even though you know it's just an op, you'd really prefer to not lose any more rifles over into that next round and just save as much as you can. Got to be real careful here as DH. He's the one who's in danger.
I think he's going to get sniped. Some information for maybe Meteor, but still, it's an op. And that's going to get carried over into the next round. Possible obstacle for T1.
Yeah. Nice pick up there for Buzz. A great pop flash out of the smoke to set up that push out. It forces Ty off the angle, and that means that Buzz now has the advantage, you know, in terms of holding that angle, because Ty goes for the repeat. So really nice setup from T1. The only moment I was worried about was when they were pushing into A site without those flashes from Izu left. I thought maybe be a little tricky, maybe, you know, Killua just goes absolutely crazy and gets like a 2K. They try to double swing him, but did not happen. So all's well that ends well. Comes the clone, and it's a good read again. Kind of sensing that maybe there'd be somebody behind that box. Izu trying to sell some info over here, trying to bait a reaction, it seems like, considering you've got more of T1 starting to make their way over.
Ty avoiding himself. Another option out of the site. He's the one with the op, remember. But here comes that dimensional drift. It clears out quite a bit, but no full commitment just yet. The duel not going Izu's way. Oh, Meteor. There's one of those Sentinel utilities.
Yeah, he's trying to open up some space here, but Jitboys might have the read.
Just hides around the edge of that smoke. Another player down for T1. T1.
कल प्रीमियर है ना सब करेंगे उठ के बस बट कैसे पता चल रहा है
none of the other players that have shifted over towards B. So this is T1 walking into a
कौन
trap.
बोला बे
Fully. Oh, the op shot punches through. Paranoia sent out as well. Buys just a bit more time. Stacks giving himself a bit of
तरसों कौन सा मैच है
edge
इसको
up
पता
that
है क्या
grab net.
परसों
Unless
जी का
Buzz
है
is somehow able
तरसों
to reload that quick and fire off more shots, this is going to be a really tough post-round hold. Another one, and Jitboys will be the guy to do it for Talon.
के सामने बीटे हो रहा है
Yeah, this is just really solid stuff from Talon, but Izu there coming out of his dimensional drift out in the open.
I think I
assumed thought that Ty was just going to stick behind the Cosmic Divide and not repeat that angle, but he guessed incorrectly. Paid the price, made it easy for Ty there. Was going to just repeat that angle and hold it with the op. Just kind of figured, okay, well, the Yoru's left. Now I have the option to maybe do that, but he's just fast.
मैं तरसों भी आ सकता हूँ तरसों
out-reading
तो मैं
Meteor.
कल भी आ जाऊँगा और मैं
Really
तरसों
nice.
भी आ
I mean,
जाऊँगा और
again, it's going to be tough for Meteor to get lurks on towards like the sites themselves through the mid.
कहाँ है
Not
वो
sure what that means, but you're absolutely right. And I think that's one of the biggest things about this comp. Unless Meteor is able to deal with the trips or traps,
पता मैंने कर रहा हूँ किससे बात
it's going to need a different approach, hence the timeout from Coach.
चल लाइक कर दे यार we are close to 3k likes 150 gifted में
Yeah,
likes ना
now
करो
you got to figure out ways to work the map a little bit more, and you know, you feel like right now as Stacks, you've tried to throw some different ideas and it hasn't really worked. So I think a little bit more mid control, like not pushing all the way up to mid top or to mid window, like up all the way up through that stairs, but controlling the links, controlling B link, controlling A link, using Meteor to that, because that's where I found that in watching some of the VODs is that I felt like Meteor had a really good sense of the timings when he could work off of the smokes in mid to find lurks into one of those positions and catch players off guard. I think that's more of what I'd like to see, because trying to just make pressure at B main has been futile. So you need to find other ways to keep Jitboys off guard.
जापान ब्लॉग आएगा
We
obviously
can see with the graphic on the screen.
आ सकते हैं अगर मैं जाऊंगा तो
With the post timeout wins. So maybe
मेरे
that
को नींद की
solution will
सख्त
be
जरूरत है
employed
भाई
into the round. As we can see, Meteor is positioned
दूंगा मैं
around
एक दिन
middle. Still though, weaponry not quite the most quality ones. Wow.
Like the attempt.
जंप अप पिक ट्राई
Go
किया
for the
था
jump
मैं
peek, maybe you can catch the op off guard, get him to whiff. Ty's been clean. He has they have a bunch of ults in the back pocket.
Slight fake TP from Izu, just not really deterring Jitboys whatsoever. Good flash though, and it's Meteor out with the swing.
बम्बो सेक्सी था
That's a great play off the ult.
Oh, but still
क्यों
needing to deal with this
अकेले
off being such a nuisance. You got Heaven smoked off, and that will allow the spike to go down, but not quite sure how else you're going to be able to hold on to this spike any longer, unless Stacks maybe picks off another target, gets a weapon, gets on the site. But like we just saw, Primi slipped on over. Stacks needing to pick up the pace a little bit. DH trying to buy as much time as possible, but around the edges of the crates. Goes down, and it's just Stacks with a ghost. And a lot of dreams. Uh-oh. Spotted out now, and that's a simple tap for Permi, of course.
Yeah, things just so difficult in this round, no matter how you slice it for T1. Economy not in a great spot. They have a nice little play here off the Paranoia to set up Meteor, knowing that he was going to get identified and be like, this is more of what I want to see from Meteor. But this is like obviously a difficult round in just the economic situation. DH there with how good he's been recently, kind of a rare moment where he had an opportunity to take Cruz out of the equation, and then who knows? Like if he wins that fight, there might be enough time for Stacks to get back, but just wasn't quite. And therefore, it makes it pretty readable for Talon. As throw out the C's early, good flash at least to back the op off the angle, but clear the util. Reveals his position, and Ty can just hold here. So you have to commit more. Yeah, he knows.
Oh, almost getting the shot with the jump peek as well.
There.
Well, at least he's getting crashed off, so maybe one less thing for Izu to worry about. Meteor then pushing into the sights. But Ty still good.
He had rotated, and now he TP'd out. And I mean, space has been created here for T1. It's just, can they figure it out in time? Because there's so many angles you have to clear on a site. Once you get there, it can be pretty ferocious to retake, but Meteor still has a couple stars, so some available util. Oh.
Okay, not really catching them just yet, so there's some time for Meteor to place a couple more stars just around the choke points. Well, you've got marking down the back of Link, but here comes the dimensional drift, annihilation as well, just to suss out maybe a single opponent. Catches onto Buzz, but Buzz makes them pay as well. So not too bad for T1 just yet, but Talon has control over the site. Looking for the frags now. Kilo continuing to push up. Izu blocked off back line, but DH with a double kill makes it possible. And T1 managed to secure the round.
Yeah, that's a nice play from DH. Great timing there to catch Talon in the back. I like the way that T1, once both those ults get popped, they just spread. And they go to a bunch of different angles. I mean, again, this is the nice part about it. If you can get the plant down in A, you have so many places to hide. You have so many angles to go and run to kind of catch your opponents off guard. Nice little play there by Buzz. Good grab well there as well to set up DH. So that's tremendous stuff from T1. A great reaction, and taking away those two ults and not giving that round over to Talon is a big moral victory, and it could be one of those things that changes the momentum of this half.
Delete Paul, Q.
Going to allow them to employ similar strategies again. Conceal, and then through the smoke as it falls apart. This time the op has been robbed away from the equation. Cruz trying to hold desperately to the angle, but with the swing, Stacks just takes him down. Now you got to worry about Link maybe a little bit, but at the same time, the Lurk's not going right for T1. Killua fanning out. It's just Stacks alone.
Spike planted.
Ooh. T1 tried to spread the map. They paid the price. Talon just better in their individual fights. And out comes out of Stacks, and never mind. Primi's just got him. That's crazy good stuff from Talon. That is really good map awareness. They were in a really tricky spot there momentarily. Okay, you kill Izu over on B, and I'm like, yeah, fine. That's, you know, T1 trying to set up alert, trying to set up a flank. They should be able to get through, but then they get some big kills over at A, too. I mean, over at Link, not able to be bothered by Buzz, who couldn't really get up that stairs comfortably.
Miss तो हम करेंगे जब तो जब बनेगा ज़्यादा miss नहीं करोगे.
Yeah, as soon as they saw those three players, they knew like where they needed to press. Killa holding this Link area as well.
That was a big piece of the puzzle there. Like if Buzz is able to get in the stairs and deal with Killa and Link, very different round most likely. But now you're back on the Nico's T1. I mean, you get one and you're just right back to, you know, horrible position. And again, this B site just littered with the util. And you don't have great ways to clear it as T1. You don't have any mollies in this comp. So you're just left to try to clear these things with your bodies and your guns.
Or maybe use the Yoru, which does deal with at least one of them. Here comes that grab as well. Camera still online. Maybe some more utility to try to fend off an incoming Talon.
और डबल कंट्रोलर खेलने का है.
You got the choke point smoked off for now.
You are divided.
Wow, Cosmic Divide planted in as well. It's just DH trying to play so close to the smokes, but Killua being able to confidently swing out for the duels. And even with the Baron Mesh as well, it's going to be tough for T1 to really hold on to the spike. Cruz beginning to stick it already halfway through. No, shots landing. And there will be those kills from Jit Boys.
Viper में नहीं टाइम अच्छा है यार.
His round
Extra
up
wall
to an 8.
से तो Viper wall मिल ही जाता है. Plus एक smoke lineup भी रहता है.
Trying to piece together in my mind what that Cosmic Divide
smoke
was
split
for
कर दे तो
exactly.
rotation भी नहीं आएगा
Because I
वहाँ
feel like
से.
this is
Wall up,
not
wall down
ideal.
करके तुम लोग wall भी
You're not
तोड़
really
सकते
giving
हो.
yourself the
Cypher
pressure
का.
towards the spike to play
Triple
out of
तोड़
it.
सकते हो.
You're not covering, forcing your opponents to cross through it to take the fights. I don't know if the plan was to fall back, and that's like when Talon sprung on their flood, and it just caught T1 off guard with the timing, or he just misplaced it.
I think Link being broken apart was the more worrisome angle. Now T1 back to the drawing board. You've got weapons in this round, however, as well as the Nightfall.
best.
So I don't want to write them off just yet, but Talon has been pretty darn good building up the win streak.
Yeah, they're so in control of this map right now. They've done a great job with their util, a great job with the push and pull of the map, and just winning battles.
Wow. I mean, this time was Buzz trying to pull off that lurk, but once again, Killua being able to mark down the back at the right possible timing. The trio from T1 not backing down, though, still trying to break their way through into this A site. You've got some stars for added cover, but can you really make it past Cruz? Killua still has that recon.
You gotta hit a great Nightfall here, Stacks. That's exactly what you need.
Not too bad. You got the Prowler. It does catch on. And that brings them down to decayed health. Kills for DH, but still then, from the back, Primi takes down Izu. Just Stacks left on the side, and he can't even pass the threshold.
Man, oh man. The layers there for Talon, but they've got a great read right now. Cruz is doing a good job of maneuvering his pieces around the chessboard. You know, they know that Izu is going to be a solo player a lot of the time, and so when he's over on B, they're heavy stacking over towards A. And even with that Nightfall, I think hitting 3 players, they're still able to fight back. You know, it looks like maybe T1's going to break it open, and then they just step right back up.
वो सेटअप क्या होता है ना, वो लोग पूरा बी छोड़ सकते हैं, रीटेक कर सकते हैं, 2 mid 3 A खेल सकते हैं.
Off of what their opponents are doing, like they're allowing T1 to make some decisions, and then they have a perfect punish. That's again another lost battle for Buzz. He is really having a rough go of it on the chamber.
And none of the T1 players really getting allowed to have their reign over the map. Still has a harness for you as well, but it might not even be needed. Okay, through the smokes though. Stacks using it for cover, pushing up, and now maybe a slight possible angle through elbow into sight. Killua getting gunned down. T1 gives them the spike plant.
This time they're finally able to catch Talon off guard a bit. Again, you know, a big stacked push out of a smoke. Gonna work a treat. Izu gonna reposition, trying to keep his opponents guessing. Jit Boys and Primi. Devastating in clutches. We know they can get this done.
Got the cage, got the grab net. Oh, but still with Primi getting gunned down like that by Izu, makes things that much more difficult. Meteor manages to put up the hold, and that will be a T1 3-9 first half.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it for T1. I'm a bit worried for them. You know, it just depends, like how efficient can Talon be on their attacker side. You know, T1 has to win the pistol, it feels like, and then kind of get the defensive side snowball rolling just like Talon did. Get that bonus, kind of work some rounds together from there. Then there's a chance, but then we might have overtime. So, which would be, you know, fine. I kind of expected it between these two teams potentially, just like, you know, T1 and Paper X went to 2 overtimes. So certainly these two teams good enough going up against each other to do that again. Tons of T1 fans here today, for sure. A Japanese T1 fan on the left.
Oh, wow. Nothing that we don't really expect. Of course, a lot of support for this star-studded
ये
team.
10 to आराम से हो
But I
सकता
think
था.
that's one of the things that
45
really strikes me as well about this
calling
matchup
छोड़
is the
देना
fact
चाहिए
that the
था.
last
और
time they
passive
played
खेलता
back
वो
in
side
stage
से.
1, Talon
Ult मार के help भी
came
कर
into
सकता था.
the game with a
Omen
very
मारता और
specific
फिर
comp and
Euro
setup
fight
just to pull off those
तरसों भी
anti-strats
रख लेंगे.
against
Done है.
T1 when they were on Haven with Buzz's Yoru.
Oh, Talon fans, let's go.
Cool.
मम्मी का मैसेज आया यार. मैं बोला ना स्ट्रीम देखती है. बिकनाशी यूज होता है वर्ड. बिकनाशी मीनिंग मत पूछो बस. नॉट बेवर्सी. बिकनाशी.
Double Sentinel. The issue is, of course, with a heavy Sentinel comp is that if they get to post plants, that's where it gets real scary real fast because there's
Very
so
nice.
much utility you have to clear. And again, no
W.
mollies available for T1. So I think this has to be a really proactive defender side from T1 to just prevent Talon from getting plants. I think that's going to be a big win condition.
For real, needing Buzz to step up huge as the chamber. He has pushed out B, and he's gotten quite a bit of information for the team. So it comes down to 2 controllers on the site itself. Star setup, you got Paranoia sent over as well. Meteor trying to play around the edge of the smoke, but here's a fake TP. He senses a shock dart. He's firing off blindly. He gets just one. DH from the back lines.
क्या यहाँ पे क्रूज अकेला क्यों फाइट किया?
Now he's stuck.
Continuing to swing off in the barrier mash, and it's Killua.
भाई वो अटक गया वॉल की वजह से.
Stacks silently approaching the site, but you mentioned the double sentinel utility, and one of it is right there on the ground, keeps him dazed up. He does toss out the Prowler just to keep his opponent at bay, and then goes in for the swing. Stacks, the double has been picked up. He flicks again. What is that flick?
Oh my, Cutie's back.
Whoa. That's the beast.
Cutie
Stacks
is back.
coming up with a clutch. He's still got a few of those in the tank, and that is a desperately needed pistol round win there for T1, and I was so worried because you said it, man, that the util there was so oppressive for Talon. It cuts off DH. He gets stuck on the backside of it. They try to bail him out, and Talon reads that they're going to maybe try to help DH with an extra player, and they play that angle so nicely. Just better. I mean, that's one of those things about the game, sometimes you just outshoot your opponent and put yourself in a good position. So now Outlaw or Buzz, a couple Bulldogs. Big spot out, though. Again, you can put a lot of pressure here as Talon on the B site. There isn't nearly as much util to make it a lot less tenable. So again, T1 has to be proactive with their bodies a little bit more, trying to get that info. Talon instead says, nah, we gave him too much time. Let's try something else.
Yeah, we got a smoke out of DH, and that was possibly enough.
Meter पहले Gen.G में था ना?
The A site, a couple more stars from Meteor setting things up. But main thing I think is also how T1 are currently reading this situation.
I agree. I was thinking the exact same thing. I mean, it's great stuff from Stacks and T1. Like, they've really got a fundamental concept of what's happening here, especially with the orb tap. I mean, now you're just
spraying through the smoke with that Spectre. Back into the fray, maybe looking for an ace. He's got 3 under his belt now. And is a little bit dangerous on the other side, but the Prowler supports him, and there is it! The ace picked up in round 2 of the second half. Meteor, can you really doubt him?
Bro, problem ये नहीं है कि एको में मारा. Problem ये है कि अभी उसका warm up हो गया है.
And he just, just takes a few steps back after the orb tap and says, I'm feeling it. Feeling it he was. Gives a little the Galaxy arm.
लोग बता most consistent team.
2 times
Pacific का 1 time पे DRX
2 times Masters winner, a Masters MVP. Probably should have 2 MVPs if we had gone back to Shanghai and maybe redone it, but he's got at least 1 bracelet. Now you've got a great opportunity, just like we saw Talon, to convert a bonus here as T1. And just kind of set things completely off balance for their opponent. We'll see if they can do it, though. I think this is maybe a... That's not great for DH, but it's okay. But I think this is kind of like one of the most important rounds in the map, potentially. Because if T1 wins this, then all of a sudden you're thinking, oh boy, maybe it's just heavy defender sided and all they need to do is essentially be 10-2 and they win.
Precisely that. But with the way that Talon's approaching this pace as well,
looking
for a potential peak. Taking things slow, getting that utility out of T1. It's constant mind game, and T1 have to be ready. They send out the flash early on, and Meteor tries to prevent them from walking through the choke. He sees the stray TP, and he just sprays and left clicks. Gets another kill. Buzz now trying to find the headhunter, but Ty being able to land those shots. Potential 1v2 clutch.
Esports just playing patient. Wants to clear the wall, set up for Stax' lurk. No more util.
Oh, footsteps off the clone.
For Izu, I mean. There's plenty for Ty.
Flash. Oh, is he thinking to possibly take the duel?
That's smart.
Still though, time burning away and Stax is making some. The Brawler doesn't check Izu! 1 second! 1 kill!
That's phenomenal map awareness from Izu. Knew that the Prowler came up short and had to clear that angle, so just went for the pre-fire. That is disgusting, and that is the bonus for T1. Oh, we got a map on our hands.
6, possibly converting to a 7, and maybe even more. T1 currently on a 4-round win streak. It all happens at the hands of Meteor as well as DH anchoring down this site.
Yeah, wow, that fadeaway from Ty on the Buzz, that's nasty. Beautiful read from Izu. That is so heads up. Ty still has the dimensional drift. Meteor has his ult. Nobody else super close on the side of T1. Couple away from Killua's for a Hunter's Fury. Talon. So could be a big round here. You can get this dimensional drift to go. Oh, they had a moment.
Yeah, possibly trying, but Izu, perfect dodge flash, and now just sprays everything down. The 3rd kill picked up. Jit Boys nowhere to be found, so they kind of have an inkling.
9-7 chat
somewhere.
Portal closed.
Yeah, they should have a read here pretty quick.
No, the cam should.
Attacking map है ना पागल हो गया भाई defensive map है ये.
They can just hold. They can just leave Izu
एकदम
there.
heavy
Watch the
defensive
main.
map है.
Camera taken out.
There is a weird world where maybe he had escaped and gotten into A site, but pretty unlikely. So just trying to figure it out. Now they should know here in just a second.
They check around the little
सुन लिया ना.
Wild swing. Fires off wild shots too. 2 left in the chamber. Caught by the C's, and that will be just that.
Nice attempt from Talon, I think, towards stairs to try to deal with Izu, but Izu just outplays him. I mean, again, that's one of these things that both of these teams have in spades is players that can just outplay you. Turns the clone flash, turns the 2nd flash, gets 2 kills, make it a 3rd behind the box. Great C's there.
Chat like करो, we are close to 3,000 likes. मेरी जान के टोटो.
Dimensional drift now, going to be the big threat for T1. They have an operator for Buzz. Cosmic Divide for, you know, a retake or a kind of stalled defense, but just see what they want to do. Deep TP from Ty, and here he goes.
Wow. Quick off with the dimensional drift. I mean, they go in fast enough as well. There might be a potential alt orb for Killua, but Ty just off of the short, he jumps onto an unsuspecting Buzz.
They isolated him, and he had no recourse there.
और उसका help के लिए भी कोई नहीं था भाई. TP के लिए भी कोई help के लिए position.
Thankfully, you got quick smokes and stars coming out from Meteor and DH right now, trying to block off the site, but Ty still being quite the nuisance. 2 kills now picked up. Bear Mash does kind of pigeonhole them into this site, but you got some other ideas, Cruz. Another steps across. Killua still holding down the site. A curious DH gets punished.
Oh, this was so smart from Cruz. He waits out the wall. He had TP'd past the wall to make they were going back to B. That is incredibly smart stuff. And now they're going to give themselves a plant, and they really
Mind Games Pro Max killa be.
Man, that's smart, dude. That is so good.
Just one little action through that barrier mash, and how many seconds does it take for Stax to really come back in through mid? And he still has to clear a lot of these corners. At the same time, I believe that's a trap right around the choke of A-Link as well. So it's going to take even more time for Meteor to really go back in. Oh, lights out. The round's done. A wild strafe from Stacks, and it gets punished by Cruz.
Well, so far, the halves have been mirrored. So it was 4 in a row for T1 on their defender side to start. Same for Talon. And then it was the 5th round where the other team got the win. So very important round coming up. A really nice dimensional drift to, I mean, just punish Buzz. He was just dead to rights. Again, all I was doing was looking at the map and I'm just like, nobody can get there to save him. He's just dead. There's nothing you can do to outplay a Yoru in that spot as long as they don't make a huge mistake when they come out of their ult. And Tide didn't.
Champs खेल रहे हैं.
Comes in with the heavy investment in this round, though.
Oh, huge opener.
Being able to TP as well, and still just
Bhai,
re-peeking into the same choke point. Swapped over,
blind.
you got Izu trying to mark his back, but Primi takes on the duel. Buzz with a re-peek, and Primi punishes. 3v2 now, as Killua takes out another with a shock dart into the site. Stacks, not able to hold. Just DH left. And he doesn't quite know that someone's hiding inside the smoke. Cruz a little bit more ready, but DH being able to flick back around. 1v2. One smoke available to his name, but as he clears around the corner, Primi holds the angle.
भाई सारे फाइट जीत गए भाई. ये T1 का राउंड था.
Brutal round for T1.
भाई T1 का राउंड था भाई.
Just Talon so fast here.
Buzz ने इतना बाप मारा.
Buzz uncomfortable now.
इतना अच्छा blind दिया.
Pretty nicely, figuring out the Yoru pretty quickly. That wasn't the clone, but then Primi strikes. Just so ready for him to come around that angle.
भाई T1 का था यार.
Primi
वो लोग के साथ.
Makes it look easy. I think Buzz there, if he could do it again, probably would have
भाई मुझे भी मिल गया मेंबरशिप. इंद्रजीत भाई को थैंक्स बोल के छुपा दो मेरी जान के टटो.
Wanted to go for the play, was feeling it with the op that round, and Primi made him pay.
Yeah. Can't really blame him. The fact that he already landed the first couple of shots, but it's Primi. And with a scoreline like this, I don't think T1's economical situation looks too healthy either. So gonna have to go all in or nothing with the upcoming one past this timeout.
I agree. It needs to be really clean from T1 the rest of the way. I mean, they only have 2 rounds and they can give up. So they gotta stand tall and, you know, back-to-back rounds with the op and use it.
नए players आ जाते हैं, counters आ जाते हैं.
You know,
FPS game
credit to Talon, they had a great game plan to come in and deal with that operator once they knew it was going to be shown. You know, the first round using the dimensional drift solely for that operator. This round, well, the plan wasn't as good, but Primi was better, so that's all you really need. Killua having an awesome map, 22 and 11.
यार आप बस एक ऐसा सेंटी या इन्हीं बोलो जिसका मैं लाइनअप सीख सकूं.
Once again now,
उसके लाइनअप सीखूं. Our lineup वाला सेंटी.
Off the timeout, Talon taking things slow in case T1 pulls off anything. Mystical DH.
अगर डबल कंट्रोलर मिटा खेलेगा
too darn good.
तो वाइपर और उसका स्मोक लाइनअप स्प्लिट लाइनअप.
The round had just begun and now it's just Izu and Meteor left. Scratch that. Just Meteor.
Match point.
I don't think there's any guns here for Meteor to pick up, so look, he's done it before.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a great paranoia.
Buys out more time off of the spike. Oh, when you plant the smoke in his face. No real option for Meteor. Maybe try the caterpillar off of the Nebula. The Cruz can just safely backpedal, hold another angle and another angle, plus teammates on the site.
Yeah, there's just not much to be done here.
Hello Mumbai, keep up or Didi.
Somebody had died in the spike, but Cruz wise to it. Gets out of there. So, all's well that ends well. 5 rounds in a row now is what's going to be needed for T1, and hard to imagine that with how good Talon's looking. This attacker side has been really nice. 3 in a row now. They're just winning. Oh my God, Killua. Fantastic.
Smooth. You mentioned it before, both teams having a lot of strong and capable individuals.
I think it
And they're
can
definitely
be a
proving that right
2-0
here.
chat.
Killua especially, 24 kills.
I think
I mean,
it can
maybe
be a
a slight
2-0.
world of possibility where if T1 picks up this round, you got 5 ults.
You'd only expect 4 of them to be
पता नहीं
used.
ऐसा लग
You know,
रहा है
hope
यार.
you'd win this round as T1 and you can use the tour de force in the next. Nice shot.
Nah.
Yeah,
Third map.
BB Stacks then playing around the corner as well, getting blind spray, but it's not quite connecting. Izu good for the couple, then just Cruz left. Takes down one and tries to run off to the races.
Sound आया?
DH wise to the rotation.
Sound आया?
Might not be able to hear it just yet.
Should have an inkling that he went all the way around.
W.
Heard it, dealt with it.
Gen.G
Okay.
मैंने क्या किया
And,
यार?
like, the good news here is this T1, you didn't use any ults.
It's
You
close. अभी ये
one
round
up,
जीतेगा तो वो लोग इको
Crazy fight at
जाएंगे.
A main. Get the first kill
और
there.
बहुत
It's tied
अल्टी है.
at 2,
चट
so you
OT
get
जाएगा.
Yoru.
OT जाएगा.
Stacks just kind of holding the line. I like the pace
Randall
that
prefer
T1's
Corona
playing in this
Prime
round
or
in terms of
River.
just backing each other up, going for the fights. It looked like they were dialed in.
पुराना में अच्छा.
Okay, step 1 of 5. Can they, you know, keep it up is the big question. If you win this one, economy's going to be a little weird for Talon.
Keep it going, baby steps, progressive steps. Buzz, once again holding an aggressive angle, this time
Baby
to
steps क्यों? Baby J था ना?
Has
Baby
the
B
rendezvous
था
set up,
भाई.
So, has an escape valve. Tons of ults. Clear the drone. What's for the headhunter? Oh my god.
Try था.
Alright, well, that lifeline is now used up. Even a meteor smoking thing off of Talon. Easy with
Info.
dimensional drift, and it's just the ults baited out.
Info देखो.
Just a reclear. I think he saw 2. I just saw the edge of.
अभी ये लोग को पूरा plan drop करके ही जाना पड़ेगा.
Trying to
position to try to hold down the
अभी
choke by
इतना
himself,
time नहीं है
though.
कि A पे
Rechecking, re-clearing, more
pressure
utility
देके B
tossed
जाए.
into this.
तो वो लोग को A execute ही करना पड़ेगा अभी.
Portal closed.
This should be
अपन ने ये जो
rotations
मत
coming through
मारना.
from T1. They just threw a haunt on the other side of the map, so they should know that this is an A hit. But it might be too late.
Izu caught by the graph net. Needs to get at least one, but no.
30 seconds left.
What a peek by Jit Boys. Now Primi taking down Buzz. DH though, double
भाई,
kill
अच्छा
on the
रहता,
site.
अच्छा रहता, अच्छा
But it
रहता.
might not be enough unless Meteor can step
दो
up to
बदम दो.
bat. Picks up one.
One enemy
And good
remaining.
for another! It's Primi as the sole survivor
लगता है?
on the site now, hit by the Nightfall. 50
वो net
HP
क्यों नहीं
and
डाला है
ticking.
रे?
Jump peek and the swings coming forward. T1
Net क्यों नहीं
extend
डाला वो वाला?
their life.
It is uncomfortable, but they get the
Hello?
job done.
Push a button.
It definitely
Save
felt
the
like
day.
Talon had a real shot in that round. They read that A pocket position really nicely.
हाँ ना,
They're able to
time.
clear towards elbow, but that's where they start falling a little bit.
Net का round खेलने का.
I thought this was Dunzo. Get those 2 players down early, you give yourself a
DS ने round
3v5,
निकाला
but
ये वाला.
DH steps out of the smoke at the
DS
perfect
ने
time.
निकाला.
Meteor, similar story for
मेरा-
him.
ये
Have to use the
पैर का
nightfall
हड्डी
here to
दुख
make
रहा है
sure
जो,
you
पता नहीं
cannot
क्यों.
give Primi any chances.
पैर का जो little toe रहता है ना उसके
That's
नीचे जो
not
हड्डी
bad
है.
though for T1 because now you've got the economy off balance. You had to use a lot of ults, but still have some things to
Wait,
fall
wait,
back
kick
on.
it.
Still have Meteor's Cosmic Divide. Ooh boy.
He managed to TP away just in time, but still does take a bit away. It is a really confident T1 working against a weaker Eco though. So being able to control the map now,
अब
silencing a lot of the top
next
players.
round. Next
Like
round.
the ability.
नेक्स्ट राउंड देखना एब्सोल्यूट सिनेमा. नेक्स्ट राउंड ये लोग कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे. यूरो वर्ल्ड होएगा. यूरो वर्ल्ड पे सोवा वर्ल्ड होएगा. एक बंदा डाउन. फिर बाद में यूरो के साथ एक और बंदा जाएगा. फिर बाद में डेडलॉक उस पे अल्ट करेगा. दूसरा बंदा डाउन. फिर बाद में जैसी 2 बंदे मार दिए, जिट बॉयज और लेके एक और मारेगा और अल्ट मार के इन्फो लेगा. इजी 12 13-10.
Move and Meteor begins to swing as well.
One enemy
2
remaining.
kills. And just Killua left.
Easy.
Oh, still good on the swing though, Killua, but that will be another round for T1 Talon.
NTT1.
They are starting to show up on some of these ults though.
Yeah, exactly.
और ऐसा
Now
कुछ
this
हुआ
is
तो कल
where
काश दोस्त लूंगा.
Talon needs to convert to end the map.
साइफर अल्ट वाला थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया रहेगा, लेकिन
out or something, but
पहला
assuming they still
तो
have some left, I
on
think they
point
do.
है.
I think I got both.
I think you're right.
और ये लोग fast B भी जाएंगे.
That's weird to think about, but they've been playing well, so makes sense. I mean, Frost has a ton of trust in Cruz. They have a lot of respect for each other. They have a lot of the same ideas on how to think about the game. So
it's Jovi getting a little bit proactive as well.
yeah, I mean, I think just a couple of probably key ideas with the ultimates to how to get some value, what kind of positions they want to try to punish. It's been a little tricky though. T1's starting to throw some, mix-up setup. You're not just having Buzz holding A link or anything like that. He's been shifting around towards A main a little bit, holding a little bit deeper, maybe towards A yard. That's given Talon a little bit of trouble. So I think again, you're trying to pick T1 apart. Find a good Hunter's Fury. You have the Annihilation. So you have the ability to just sort of scoop them up one by one.
Dimensional drift from Ty as well. A lot of potentials to push Buzz off of his info line.
Are you ready, chat?
Yeah,
13.
Combo the Dimensional
13
drift.
क्या बोला था मैंने? 13-10.
It's a tough round for T1.
थोड़ा सा pressure.
Some slight information off the Prowler, but it's Dimensional drift as well. Buzz. Still landing the shot out to Cruz.
Yo.
Controller gone. Izu deep into the lines there. Being able to take out one at least, but still Jit Boys for the trade. A barrier mash lined up and DH to attempt to hold. Somewhat blinded. Annihilation, and he has to run off. This gives Talon the sight, but they're continuing to push even further, trying to set up the hold to prevent rotations from coming in. And there are those sonic sensors.
Nice bailout from T1. Kept DH alive.
Oh, slight crossfire for Ty and Jit Boys now. But looking to play off contact on each other as well. T1 feeling the confidence of going for the swings though! 2 kills! And now Primi left alone, but he finds the tap! What? Just a full burst into the back! And it's a quad kill to pull out the clutch! Talon has done the near impossible thanks to Primi!
That is absolutely bananas! That is some of the nastiest play you will ever see! Just dirty!
Whoa! Fuck!
Oh my god! What do you even do against that? T1 plays that so well. Primi's just like, nah, I'd win this.
I'd win this. What a meme.
T1 fans are like in shock. I'm in shock.
So am I. There's really
not
much you can break down off of it because T1, just when it looked like they were almost about to make this comeback a possibility, Primi. Just Primi.
भाई last round दिखाई सब skip कर दो भाई तेल लगाने का पूरा game
like I was saying between these two
last round का replay दिखाओ
individual plays at times
forward करो इसको
Meteor's A stacks his 3k
Unreal वो Unreal obviously भाई update आ गया Unreal का कल ही आ गया था Unreal का update
so fast.
That's the story especially
भाई वो
between
दिखाओ
these
please
two teams. I mean, talk about that first half ending in a 9-3 and so many of those kills picked up by Kilo as well. I think he's had a pretty good map.
Oh, Kilo is like just monster. So annoying to play against. Doing a great job, just especially holding down that A-link position, really making it a meal. That is. Oh my God! Look at Cruz. He's like, holy crap, dude.
Well, that is undoubtedly well deserved. I'm gonna have to toss it over Ades to talk up that clutch.
My heart is still pounding from that clutch. What a way to end that match.
ऐसा अगर तुम लोग ने एक राउंड ऐसा अगर मारा ना 3 दिन तक रोज वैल्यू ही करोगे तुम लोग.
It was absolute bananas.
Yeah, Primi just slams the door.
Bananas दे दिया बे.
You've seen it. Ever since Talon picked him up, you knew that this guy was going to be the chosen one from Thailand. There's no one else from that country, and from all of Pacific, really, that can pull off just mechanical plays like that. It is absolutely ridiculous what this man is capable of.
I mean, this is what's so scary about this Talon roster, right? Primi can pull out clips like that, and he's not even top 2 in the scoreboard for Talon. You got Dai above him, you got Kahlua above him. Everyone goes crazy, and I feel like they understand the game, they play in such a good macro, and then they have these individual pop-off moments to get them across the line, because honestly, I felt like T1 were really making steam in that comeback. I was expecting this to go to overtime, but he just shuts that down.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still in shock, because I actually thought, oh no, Talon's gonna choke potentially, and T1's gonna make that comeback. But this was Primi just saying, you know what? No, I'm tired. Let's just finish this right now. That's exactly what he did. That was a 1v4.
Yeah, but it was an impressive 1v4, exactly like Paperthin mentioned, because T1 actually played that excellently. They were working their way back into the round very well. All of the duels that they were taking were the correct duels, but sometimes you can't counter strategy, you can't outplay individually.
Primi ulted.
Yeah.
You know, not as Deadlock, but as himself.
Yes.
He basically uses all.
Yeah, that's sometimes all you need. All you need is a man with a gun who can shoot real hard, and Primi is exactly that, but I totally agree. The rest of Talon really stepping up as well. For me, T1 really lost that game on their attacking side. It really was the tale of two defensive halves, but honestly, that T1 attacking half felt very lifeless for me. There was a lot of the same thing over again. Kind of dry lurking through timings. Izu was constantly just going A over and over and over again, even when it wasn't finding value, wasn't breaking much utility with the rest of them were working that other main control, walking up, trying to a smoke, throwing down a haunt, running through a smoke with an Astra smoke on the other side, and that was all there really was to that attacking side. There wasn't much depth other than that.
It's always going to be hard to attack into
what you're doing.
I think that's definitely the biggest thing.
Come here.
I mean, we keep talking about how amazing he is on this agent, and plus Talon was able to secure like the first few rounds and give him a lot of momentum. We're seeing some of those rounds right now in these highlights.
I mean, this bonus was just perfect movement on the defensive half. Look at this, pushing all the way through the main there. They drop the deadlock wall behind them, and then they're able to actually come in and flank from bottom mid to win the bonus round against T1 here, which really set the tone for this map.
Yeah, I mean, this is textbook. This is what you should be doing on your bonus rounds. If you don't understand it, it's because you're coming in at a disadvantage into this round. Your guns are free, you know, for all intents and purposes, so don't be afraid to take risks, and that's what Talon did so well there.
This is why I love the Yoru on this map, though. Flashing through these choke points, flashing through these smokes is so impactful. Using the clone to be able to bully these lines is very important, and that's why I think Yoru, I mean, I've heard some people say Neon is the best duelist on this map. I think Yoru is definitely up there as well. Very, very good. Don't be peeking into Thai like that, though, when he's in this kind of form. His Yoru has been fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking great on this agent. Very, very comfortable here on Corona. I mean, he's consistently finding value, and so is Kahlua. He lit up the server here. I mean, I feel like he was always good for 2. It's insane. It doesn't matter what situation he was in. I felt like he was coming out on top this
map.
And
if you think these guys are good, by the way, just go down into Tier 2 challenges. Look at Talon Academy right now. There's like 14 more guys like this just
They're all waiting.
Tier 2.
They're all waiting. And I believe it was, I think it was last week on the desk, but like Frost was like saying, you know, we have a bunch more Primis waiting for you, and all they need is their time to shine. And I'm so happy that Kahlua gets this moment. Tai as well, they're really rising up here to be such the upcoming superstars in Pacific.
I mean, it's really brilliant roster building. I mean, they've slowly iterated over time. Now it's a full Thai core full of young players led by Cruz, and everybody's mechanically insane. I mean, it's so hard to play into this when, you know, I think time and time again in this map, T1 found themselves in good situations, but they were losing because people like Kahlua were just able to find value, more value than they should, and that's pure mechanics.
This is why you got to give Talon some respect. You got to give the coaching staff respect. You got to give Cruz respect, because they are fostering these players to be able to perform on the Tier 1 stage. There are plenty of players that come up from Tier 2 that don't perform, that aren't utilized in the correct way, and then they don't particularly do well in their rookie debuts. I mean, DH is a great example of T1 bringing up a player from the academy system, multiple players brought up from the academy system from these Korean teams, but you got to give Talon a lot of credit, because that's 2 players brought up Primy's been brought up as well into the team on short notice, performed straight away. They just keep getting these banger players. They haven't had a player fail yet.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a testament to that vision that was set at the top of the year, especially since this wasn't something that happened overnight. This wasn't just plug and play and, you know, Killua go kill, Tai go kill. This was actually a steady, you know, kind of roster building and team building here. We are moving into Lotus next though, and this is quite an interesting map because of the recent histories of both teams on this map aren't exactly the best.
Yeah, no, it's a strange one. Overall, you know, this is a map that both these teams have played a decent amount. So we last saw T1 play this against Paper Rex in their opening match at Pacific, and that was a close game. They lost it in overtime, and Paper Rex, of course, a very good Lotus team. So some confidence there, but they've not managed to find these wins. Over on the side of Talon, we don't know what to expect.
They haven't played it in ages. They haven't played it since Breach Teo, which, as you can see, is something that T1 did attempt at one point in time. Hated it, personally. Before that, they used to run the ISO Raise, and that at times had been good. When they played it over in Masters Bangkok, when they played it in Kickoff, they were quite competitive with a lot of these teams. But in the recent history, T1 have been losing Lotus. Talon doesn't have a good record on it either, but they aren't the ones to pick it into this series. T1 are, which I think is from the confidence that they were able to gain against Paper Rex. Paper Rex, for me, are the best Lotus team in the world. They've got an insane record on Lotus. If you're able to almost beat them on Lotus, even if you have a losing record in the last couple on Lotus, I think you can be confident that it's a good map for you.
I also think part of the reason they picked it is because Talon have not showed any desire to play this map, right? So they're trying to find that weakness in the kind of map pool for Talon, and we don't know what to expect from Talon. I think they have a lot of different options. I'm curious if they're going to bring out the Deadlock. We know that's where Primy has really been at home, and I do think there's a world where we could see that work, but I'm curious what they got cooked up here.
You know, I'm probably thinking that we're going to see the Deadlock, especially with how Primy loves this agent, has been performing so well on this agent. I'd be really surprised if we don't see it at all, but we're bringing up the agent select right now, and oh, no Deadlock in sight.
Yeah, Talon, they're going to start out on attack. They are playing the double duelist, Yoru Raise, which funnily enough is what T1 used to play. Primy on the duelist for the first time in a while, playing it in stage 1, but they are backing themselves with the double duelist style. This is not something we've seen from Talon yet, so let's see how it's going to go for them.
T1, of course, with this double duelist, this is really the key style throughout the year for them with the Raise, apologies, the Yoru and the Neon on Buzz and Izu, so we kind of know what to expect here. I think Meteor on this Viper is also very
They've swapped though. He was playing the Vice against Paper X, I'm pretty sure. So now Meteor's going to go on the Viper. That's a little different.
Excited to see these differences make a difference indeed in either one of these two streaks. On Lotus, we're going to send it over to your casters, Paperfin and Cloud.
And we'll hit on right into map 2. I mean, that first map was one hell of a banger, but if T1 are to stay in this game, they're going to have to deliver quite a bit on Lotus.
For sure. Kind of some interesting changes for both teams. I'm a little surprised to see T1 leaning in towards the Viper instead of the Vice, but you know what? This has been an agent that I think Meteor has found a lot of comfort on. It seems to set up his lurks nicely. So it's just a matter of, is it going to work against this double duelist? You know, you're going to have to keep Talon guessing.
Oh, as well as Talon pushing, I guess, straight on in through the fights, and Stacks out for the swing around the door. DH being able to hold things up, but the right click's not landing this time. Cruz skirting by. And the Vi is picking up the spike.
Momentum Pro Max.
It's a one-tap Cruz, and then hits the headshot on the Jit. Could be a clutch of his own.
Spike
but
planted.
Tough scenario. Not sure if Cruz saw him there or not.
No flashes either.
Win Punky, please.
Jit Boys, I think the main one that can really close off this round, but just a swing while Buzz was looking at the wrong angle.
Oh shit!
Another good start there for Talon. Once again, winning the opening pistol on the map, especially on the attacker side here. Really trying to make it difficult for T1 to come back, to slide through the door. Kind of a crunch play attempted, but better util from Talon. They're hitting flashes, they're hitting paranoias, they're hitting shots. That just gives them a nice little advantage in the round. Love the play from Cruz there, the jumping right click. You know, I love to see Cruz back on the Omen. It's an agent that I think back to a couple years ago where he was really good at it. Finds those timings, finds those lurks. Great support player in that role.
a little bit more comfort with how he's able to work with the rest of the team too. Primi once again on the duelist though. Okay. Just a Marshall, not too bad.
Good bait.
यार मैं reaction देने ready था बे क्या मारा बे.
Combo between Izu and Buzz.
Unstuck कर दो easy.
At the same time, not too much else for the rest of the team either. So quick rotations over onto C, but there's a good chance for Meteor alongside, well, I was going to say Buzz.
Oh,
Try to hold down the site, but
मारा.
quick movements and confident duels. I just got a lone Izu.
Lotus देखकर सबको अपनी Lotus की याद आ गई तो गम में है थोड़ा.
Izu, what in the world is that? Classic down cruise. Oh my god.
And all of a sudden, it's a pistol round again. Izu has the Bulldog picked up, looks for the flicks, and maybe online for the ace, slides on over. 7 left in the back. Kilo has to be so careful! Sniped him down with a perfect shot.
Heavy damage, लेकिन
done and dusted. I was like ready to wipe my hands clean of that one. I'm like, all right, sure.
Heavy damage, लेकिन
nice round, Talon. You know, winning a lot of your battles on site. Again, a great paranoia to back things off. This is nice. Again,
भाई
bait
किलवा का
switch.
second वो देखो. बस
Catching,
मारा ना easy ना.
you know, the
ये shot देखो बे.
before they can get out of the TP. Kilo hit some banger shots with the Sheriff. I'm like, all right, GG.
अच्छा
They
try
kind
था
of
ना.
offer up some
के मारा
freebies.
बे.
Oof. That one right there. Onto Jip Boys was nasty. But that did a lot of economic damage to Talon. He'll still buy some stingers.
Yeah, looking for a quick force. Buzz looking to stop it through the rotating doors. Still sustained quite a bit of damage too, though. And Talon, they can kind of hold safe.
But now you know it's T1. You've got time to rotate. Oh my god, Killua. You
क्यों
are just
ऐसे
on one
अकेले?
today.
And T1, they're going to have to go and take him out somehow. Ooh, DH through the back lines as well. Shearwall tripped over. Cruz turns around, but not able to win out the duel. Jit Boy's trying to take the fight head on, but DH has already slipped past his line. And it's just Thigh onto this judge. Ooh, okay. Oh no, it's a stinger.
That's it.
Stinger in a 1v3.
Oh, he's upgraded. He's good. He's good.
Quick enough, but
he's like Primi. I saw you do it earlier. I mean, this is actually way more difficult.
आप आने वाले हो विजिट
Spike is
पेरिस.
down.
पता नहीं भाई, पता नहीं.
He's just gonna try to
30 seconds left.
outpatience
पता
him.
नहीं भाई.
He's got a lot of util. Has the boombot. Has paint shells.
Ooh, oh, the one-way at the perfect time, but he still gets one through the smoke. Pre-aimed, pre-fired.
That's just unfair.
10 seconds now, though. You have to try
अच्छा एक
again.
बंदा भाग रहा है, एक बंदा भाग रहा
Stacks
है.
is just making it way too hard.
चलो, ये भी
Oh,
जा
he
रहा है.
runs off, not giving him the kill. Oh, 3 seconds. And Thigh opts to save and hold on to that valuable weapon
Bro,
instead.
नसीब bro.
Yeah, that could have gone a lot worse for Talon. They end up keeping themselves pretty well into it with the economy. This is a great play from T1 though. You know, C's grabs on. Buzz is trying to set up that extra angle. Gets one anyway before he dodges out. And that, again, they have all the info there. Since Buzz knows that no one's on the other side of the door and the rest of them are fighting out at B main, that they can then take their time to rotate. You know, if there's a door open, then they know that it's going C. So, in terms of the macro game there, I like what T1 does, but Talon is fearsome in the micro right now. Like, they are hitting some crazy good stuff. That walk through the one-way to get a kill for Thigh is disgusting.
Right. Early on, I was Killua. This time, Thigh back into it. Got Primi on the Yoru, too. They're working together as a trio to take control over Mount.
ये राउंड क्रूशियल है भाई. ये राउंड अगर टैलेंट जीत गया ना, मोमेंटम सब एकदम हेवी स्विच टैलेंट फेवर में होता है.
Make sure that your rotations are good.
Heavy switch.
As T1. So far, it has looked really nice. They've been really kind of
का प्राइस देख के
keeping pretty good track of their
heavy है
opponents.
ना
It helps when
prices.
DH has full rubble control that you can lean in this
मास्टर्स का
direction.
कितना था भाई? चैम्प्स का सोचो.
Stacks beginning to take down
कितना 1500
as well. So Talon just trying to push in as much as possible. No real stalls coming out from T1 just yet. Somewhat bypassed by Talon. And now with all that space, they're looking to hold on to it even more. Pushing into the back of Halls. Thigh being able to land a shot onto Izu mid-slide. Killua, unfortunately not landing that duel outside of Waterfall. So Meteor a slight chance to
Game
bring that attention away. The showstopper catches him on the back with a splash. And now it's just Buzz and DH trying to shoot their way out of the situation, but it's not happening just yet. DH gunned down, and Talon turned back against Buzz, picking up the round 3-1, a 4K for tie.
Goodness. I mean, they're just, again, it's a lot of out micro stuff right now. I'd almost call a timeout just to see if you could stop this momentum in terms of the mechanics. Like, they're heated up. That is ridiculous from Ty. This is a great showstopper too. Uphill, tough to get that angle. Potentially, you know, you might clip the wall, you might clip the stairs. He lands it right at Meteor's back feet. Clips him right in the Achilles.
Time to jump.
And
Kill next round boys का भी अल्टा जाएगा भाई.
T1 gonna get aggressive on an eco. 2 sheriffs and then the rest.
कोई अगर कुछ कर सकते तो इशू कर सकते हैं
round में. Some value out of that, but he's pushed up way into the smoke. This is
the barrel.
Saw the gun. Just go for it.
Oh!
Wait,
assistance from the back, and it's a bit of damage. No more overdrive in the round. You smoke things off and try to work off of the map.
It feels intentional with that smoke setup.
Talon playoff
they knew that was possible. I'd have to see it again from Cruz's angle. But I suspect there might have been a little bit of a gap or something. I don't know. Or they just reacted well.
Yeah, it could have been. Now it's up to Meteor to react well. 2 kills, not too bad.
2 kills should have
damaged a lot of space given up because of it. Killua, though, in a pretty precarious position. Oh, but he just taps through the boxes. DH being able to find the trade as well. Maybe some weapons upgraded. The spike planted nonetheless. A chance for Buzz to look to play spoiler. No real util except for the dimensional drift. And it's not quite the optimal weapon for it, so he looks to circle around. Jitboys doesn't know. A 1v2 now for Cruz to really clutch it all out. Weapons have been picked up, and it's the wall bang at the end. Right through that skull.
Nasty. Nasty stuff from T1. Meteor does so much work there behind Mound. And it's a thrifty for T1. That is a difference maker. That is a momentum shifter. After what looked like maybe it was going to be Talon's turn to just take this over. Yeah, right on the edge of that smoke. They opened it up just enough that they had an angle to cover Primi. It is disgusting stuff from Meteor. A few players already weakened up as well. DH.
Mara bhi DH ne.
That's what you need. DH just dialed in. Sheriffs now. Chance for Talon to maybe have a little 50 magic.
5-1, 6-1
Operator
जा
for
सकते थे
Buzz
लोग.
on that Yoru.
इतना अल्ट आ रहा था ये लोग का.
They're again going to take full A main control. They're asking a lot here at DH on his own.
At least he can kind of TP away. Might give up the site, but then again, you'll look to T1 and they've got a lot of advantages.
I was kind of wondering if Talon would just go for the quick C hit, knowing there's no Sentinel util. They got slowed up. Maybe just the smoke, and that's bought Meteor a little bit of time. Buzz is able to hold a tight angle.
Question is,
kind of a similar setup to what we saw in the previous round, a couple rounds ago.
Answer is no.
But this time you're able to win a spam battle. It's gonna open things up a lot more for T1. Oh my god.
Yeah, unfortunately for Talon, I mean, Sentinel utility or not, it's these players again that are still proving to be such a viable threat. So the spam battle may be going through a fake TP. Oh, actually, Primi, as soon as the smoke dissipates, but Izu's got things under wrap. Spike not fully committed. Maybe Jitboy's looking for another option across the map.
30 seconds left.
Izu just turning, playing anti-flash, expecting that hit. Gonna try to wrap, but oh, the timing. Oh my god. Oh my god.
15 seconds though. I mean, they still need to rush over to get the spike down at least, if anything. Jitboys maybe make some noise. But Buzz turning around, still maybe looking for the frag. Jitboys takes Buzz down. Oh, 3 seconds for the spike to go down. Oh, just enough time. Jitboys now with the up online. He thins those numbers. Stacks though, taking up space, but it might not be enough. Izu turns things back in, but Primi lands another dastardly shot. Stacks in a 1v1 against Primi. It's a true TP, And Stacks goes in to clear. Oh, saw him, but he sidestepped away. Primi, another swing. What footwork! A Thrifty pulled out of the hat!
Back-to-back Thrifties. One apiece for each team. And Buzz, if he doesn't pull off that angle when he does, it's probably round over. He probably hits the shot. It's probably, or at least buys a little bit of extra time. 0.2 on that clock is what I saw. 0.02, excuse me.
Oh my god.
Oh god, another nasty shot. I mean, what are you gonna do? Talon's firing today.
They certainly are. That round was not theirs to have. Even got the shot into mid-slide Izu again. Rebel control once more for T1. Talon have opted for the C side once more.
I need to see that.
Well, like you mentioned before as well, Paper Thin.
भाई ये लोग का लेवल अलग है भाई. भाई हम लोग ऐसे शॉट अगर मारेगा हम लोग नंगा नाचेगा भाई स्टेज पे. वो लोग कुछ वही नहीं कर रहे बस नाइस. थोड़ा टाइम आउट लो, नंगा नाचो, थोड़ा एकदम डांस करो एकदम. कैसे निकाला बे वो राउंड? कैसे प्लांट करने का टाइम मिला?
The overdrive here.
Oh, easy. Nightfall might set him up for it. Does bring it online, but oh, once again, bursted down by Primi. DH though, off the back lines now, but not bringing up his weapon in time. Primi, gate crashed to the back of stairs.
ये बंदा!
This is just nasty work for Primi. Put him back on the duelist, and he's just going bonkers.
भाई ना भाई ना ना.
5-2 now.
भाई रैंक खेलो बेचैट. Rank 1 for a reason इसने बता दिया भाई.
Meteor hits a headshot. Great proactive play though from Talon. Right there as soon as that Nightfall gets let loose. The overdrive does absolutely nothing. Yeah, beautiful TP. Absolutely so well thought out by Primi.
ये क्या reaction है?
Just like
Primi?
Just at Hall.
Right. But again, I like the play call from Talon. And now you're forcing a little bit of change in the setup from T1. They have to make a different read here. Oh, Buzz has been good in a couple of these anti-dimensional drift moments.
But he doesn't really have a full gate crash out now. Oh, Primi still being able to take him down. Oh, Buzz still safe, and that's enough to bring Stacks online into the fray.
There was a round on Corrode where Buzz like sidestepped the Yoru wall. Obviously it was Ty, and he stepped in and got a shot and then rendezvoused out on the chamber. And he does something very similar here. Op gets popped, or ult gets popped, and Op goes burr.
दरवाजा खुला करके बिचारा दरवाजा देख रहा था भाई.
T1's got to get back in it mechanically, and that's a great round there to get the
बहुत
momentum.
फास्ट है लेकिन तुम लोगों को पता है
Three
प्रीमियम
on the
ने
defender
जैसे उसको
side, you
देखा
get
ना.
5.
साइड क्लियर करने के लिए ना उसने अल्टी नहीं मारा, लेकिन वो अगर अल्टी से पहले निकलता तो यूरोप को वहाँ पे टिक मारना पड़ता.
Very winnable. Steel Garden too.
तो ओमेन बच जाता.
Turn the situation around. Ooh, great on the flash though, coming out from one of the players, or it might have been a team flash nonetheless. It's one that's working out in favor of T1. Meteor playing out from heaven, playing out from the back. And he's looking for a
आराम से.
Still being able to turn back around though. But you got everything else smoked off now.
Cruz has his ult. He could try something tricky.
Here.
He's being given the A site. If he can kind of suss
I
this
think
out.
1v1 fight से रहेगा तो ये
They're
लोग
just gonna try
निकाल
to
तो
stick
सकते
together.
हैं Talon वाले.
I might not know that DH is watching the angle.
Cover going out.
Oh.
Timing.
Oh, looked the wrong way though, DH. What a way to take up space.
Okay,
ओमेन यार
so
बेचारा.
looked like maybe Talon was going to kind of start to run away with this, but now T1 right back into it. No showstopper used by Ty.
भाई दो round back to back.
You're just expecting it to get the judge kill for free, and in fact Ty expected that he had it. He took two shots and it was like, yep, and he turned away, and it was like 5 HP left on stacks or something like that. So map control really strong for T1 overall. I mean, they're consistently taking control of A Rebel, consistently winning that battle. It's just a matter of can you out micro Talon. God, this is so aggressive. This is so aggressive.
Oh my god. Primi! And he's still able to land it right back to back. Maybe even looking for another, anticipating the angle, but Stacks swinging a little bit too fast.
Dude, he's just nasty.
Oh, Stacks though. Looks to get a couple more. Good for at least one. Once again, numbers game. But this time...
वो लोग का rotations अच्छा है लेकिन. वो लोग दोनों already इधर है और वो लोग side पे नहीं है अभी
T1. Buzz looking to land. Nasty off shot. Meteor, though, scared away by the showstopper. But Buzz just repositions to an off angle. Geng crashes out.
That's so well thought out by Buzz.
I have the spike.
Knew he could bait that showstopper. That's really fantastic work on a Yoru. Makes this so annoying. And yet now you have the dimensional drift for this retake.
Spike planted.
Spots out where the spike goes. Pink shells out from Ty, though, just to buy a bit more time, prevent Meteor from coming in just yet. Buzz, unfortunately, gunned out a little bit too early and off the ropes. Meteor has been heard. Tried to go for a wide sidestep, but Ty still sharp. 6-4 in favor of Talon.
Yeah, I mean, there were moments here where I thought T1 was going to be able to turn this round on its head, but disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. He's like, season 1, he's like, oh, you're TPing, bro? Cool story.
Cool
story, bro.
And just, I mean, great play initially. With the dimensional drift exit, again, gets caught. We saw it with Izu on Corrode, and this time it was Buzz's turn to kind of not really anticipate where it was safe. What a flash.
Yeah, great on the support. It's a sudden Rebel play coming out from Talon. Not one that's expected by T1 just yet. Stacks gunned down again, and with the paranoia sent out. Almost anticipated play from Ty, but DH is able to get ahead. A slight tap on the brakes now. But Primi still undetected, holding out.
Yeah, कोई DH को देख के
real clue. Primi just turns around at the right time.
DH को कोई देख के नहीं रहा. Omen ultimate भी नहीं देखा.
Confidence engaged.
And then you look at Jit Boys. Talon slightly aura farming on the stage. Another kill. Jit Boys now located. Buzz knows that doesn't have the legs in this race to go for it. Tries to back off, but Jit Boys, he's feeling it. He's feeling it paper thin.
Oh, he should be.
They
all should just be hunting for this op.
Okay, Buzz is going to be able to clear the angle first. Still trying to make it out of this round alive. Has one flash available.
भाई कितने crazy plays और shots दिखाए भाई Talon वालों ने भाई.
Making a lot of noise those Killua.
कितने भाई.
Now it's silent steps. This Buzz check close range. Not quite. The op has been robbed.
This is
last round in the half.
Just stellar stuff from Talon. I mean, a great flash here.
Crazy Pro Max.
Hits Izu right in the face. Oh my god, the timing on that incredible. It bounced just outside, right as Izu was running in. That is phenomenal coordination from Talon on that execute.
I know you.
That's when you know things are going good. Gonna go back into a judge here.
Less pressure now. Last round of the first half. They already have a lead into the second, so maybe some wild plays or to bait out more utility. The Nightfall committed already in the C. Buzz just trying to hold as best as possible, but the flying judge smacks him across the face. Jit Boys finding Meteor too. Sight completely leaked on open, and it's just DH alongside Stacks trying to land some shots. Izu, maybe a good couple, but close range with a judge, and just get hammered.
Switching sides.
Oh man. I mean, this is just so fun to watch this Talon team when they're flying like this.
Fuck bro,
their nickname is the Flight Club, and they certainly are soaring. Your util has been so good. I want to give Cruz a lot of credit. I've seen some really good paranoias that have either like hit and backed someone off a site so that it opens up space for them or sets up these executes. Good flashes from Primi. At times, Primi's been just brilliant individually. I mean, it almost feels like
very
T1 to get back into this, it's going to take like Talon just losing grip of their own individual skill. You know what I mean? Like there has to be some kind of momentum shift. Like maybe somebody just kind of misses a clutch that looks easy, or one of those weird things that happens from time to time. Pistol's huge for T1.
So what you're saying is Talon's got to suffer some emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Start whipping some shots. That could be T1's way back into the game. I mean, it almost really does feel that way. Even as you swap on sides. I mean, Talon just have the right comp for this too. Something that just because both teams haven't been playing loaded that much all throughout the stage, they have to be a little bit surprised by it.
It felt like a bit of a gamble from T1 going for this map. You know, like the Decisive was saying, you assume that your opponents are hiding this map because they don't want to play it necessarily because they don't think they're good at it. By the way, congrats, Cruz, on your 100th map in VCT Pacific. Been just a stellar player for us throughout these years.
Stellar career.
Yeah, he's just a tremendous guy.
Crocodile
does such a good job stepping up as a leader. Yeah. Well, this is maybe not must win, but it feels like it for T1. Oh, Meteor.
And play it very safe. Meteor just buying some time. Good damage at the
good
very
for
least.
one.
And with that information, the rest of the team will go in with a concrete hit into the A site, but slowed down by these thorns.
That's bought a ton of time.
Ooh. Some slight angles too. What the?
DH
taking that decision to go into the smoke around stairs. Buys out more initiative for his team. Even as the spike goes down now, there are more angles for Talon to work off of first. Primi though.
अभी retake depend करता है इसका nade कहाँ पे जाएगा?
Still a lot of eyes and potential on him. He does have that blind side to work it through. High though. What the? He just pushed through the doors. 3 kills in the round so far, and now you got Primi with the flash, stalls, stacks. Able to dodge it though. Trying to play close range now, looking for the right clicks, but they whiff! Oh no! Everything going possibly wrong for T1, and even though Ezo is still alive, the spike gets stuck!
Don't stop fighting.
Wowzers. I mean, this is just madness. I mean, Talon is so fearsome in their... It's just individual skill. I feel like a broken record, but it keeps happening. I don't know what to tell you, folks. Like, they're just winning battles. They're winning fights. That is nasty. He's just so ready. And I mean, Stacks, okay, you get a little unlucky, I suppose. Again, you think you have kills when you don't. And they're just so confident. And that's maybe a backbreaker. No buy-up, really, for T1. A Meteor, Sheriff.
Okay.
It
still is Meteor.
He's still Meteor. And that opens up so much space on A if they can realize it.
And if they can get over to Meteor as soon as possible, but Kilo's not going to let that happen. 2 shots, DH for the trade. Wants to pick up the weapon, but die! Oh, just by the slight sliver!
Oh, that is filthy!
shots
What do you do against this? They are just destroying. I mean, they're hitting crazy good shot after crazy good shot.
Quite literally on fire. Meteor might have the outlaw, but you got Talon players with full shields, and Ditboys will survive that shot. DH just gets stomped on.
This is so impressive. I mean, this is a Talon that you felt like you saw in the first week, right? During the Super Week when they won 2 matches.
Yes, Talon broke the streak.
Yes. And the new theory is that it's week to week for red light, green light. So now we're on a different week.
Lost to DFM last week, and
yeah. So now we're back to.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, dude, they are so good. Like, I feel like they could just run at T1 and just win because their mechanics are so good.
कितना भी stats बना लो, कितना भी stats
I feel
बना
like an
लो,
earlier one should have been called by T1. Maybe
कुछ भी नहीं कर पाएगा टीम. कितना भी साथ में खेल लो, डबल पिक कर लो, अप डाउन खेल लो, 4 यूटिन डाल लो. अगर बंदा ऐसा मार रहा है ना,
like, and maybe talk to your guys about some little mechanical things that they can improve to kind of try to deal with the fact that they're getting outshot a little bit. I like that default headshot. That's good. That's clever.
Who definitely has been, you know, quite a stable factor for the team, I think.
तुम लोग क्या बोल रहे हो? बेशर्मो मार दे तो उनको बराबर मार रहे.
But in this current series, when you're going up against 5 Talon players who are just like this hot.
Yeah, it happens
Tables
sometimes.
are
You know,
hot.
like, week to week, you can have good game plans, good strategies. I mean, some of the macro I'm seeing from T1 is pretty good, but again, you're getting outplayed, and that's part of the game sometimes.
Out-aimed.
That's why, you know, it makes Valorant fun, man. I look, if every match was just like who can just
outthink each other, you're playing chess.
Yeah. That's great sometimes, but I want to have some fun. Just watch people just
shoot.
Yeah.
Click heads.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes this is what it is exactly. Ty getting the read for the rubble play does send out a wild showstopper. It's not connecting. And T1 will be the ones taking heads this time. Spots out an overly eager Talon who are peeking past a lot of these smokes. Ty trying to hold the angle now, but once again tagged up and spotted. Low HP, Izu laps up that kill. Just Jit Boys to regress.
Yeah, I mean, you got a Sheriff and, you know, you could pop a few
थोड़ा
heads
ओवर
and
हो गया ना लेकिन
make this
थोड़ा
round
ओवर
feel
हो
like
गया
a win even
वो
though you lose it.
अल्ट के साथ वो लोग
If
सोचा
he
फाइट ले
gets more
सकते हैं
than one
लेकिन
kill,
बहुत
you're
यूटिल आया
feeling really good about it as Talon. Tough ask though.
For sure. Thinking maybe you could go through a link, pick up a
Hello
weapon,
Bunks, can you
but,
please enable download option for
stairs, not really seeing
I
too
want
much.
to
Maybe just
download
hold
but
for exits, dive the
and
spike.
watch
T1 are
offline.
trying
I
to
have
look
some
for him and
network
get as
issue.
many alt charges as
possible
possible.
है वो चीज मैं पता लगाता हूँ
Ninja defuse. Do it. Do it. Go right now. Make him stay. You can at least maybe get one done. Did the spike? Oh, he's gonna go for exits. Okay. Also good.
Oh, there's the good one. Oh, a second! Not too bad. We take those.
I'm telling you that. As Talon, you feel like that's a win. You are 100% fine with that. Because that was, you know, your bonus, and you do a ton of economic damage to T1. Rip DH, but everything else went good on the initial fight for Rubble there for T1, and it, you know, a 4v1, you're thinking, okay, we're gonna go, but Jit Boys, just great timing. Yeah, you can see there's not much chatter there for T1 because they know that that was not good. I mean, you're okay for this round, but oh no. Izu got lit up, so did DH.
Looking for clean
लग गया T1
rounds,
के
but
लेकिन
Talon is looking
नहीं
to
फाइट
dirty
ले
it up.
सकता T1
Oh,
ओडिन और इतना स्पैम के सामने
one kill, TPs away,
नहीं
repositions,
ले
now
सकते बहुत डैमेज है
re-peeking
बहुत
out from
डैमेज है
stairs. Has a possible flash as well, working alongside his team, and there they go. Ty,
ले सकते
everyone's
भाई
peeking. Stacks has no idea how to hold this, and Meteor is just left alone and cold.
God, bro.
Well, he's done it before, but
कुछ नहीं कर सकते भाई T1 भाई क्या कर सकते हैं भाई
okay, maybe I'm wrong.
भाई
I'd
एक
love to
चीज
be
कर
wrong,
सकते हैं
but the spike is
फास्ट
down.
बी करके ना बी पे इंसर्ट करके भाई
Here's a lot
ट्राई
of
कर एक को
footsteps,
मार
so
के मर
yeah,
जा
you cannot challenge that angle initially.
फिर ए या सी के लेंगे सिंपल
He
ब्रो
waits them out, so he's got options. Does he just try to go
ऐसा
back
कुछ
into
भाई
a
ना
lobby
अब
and
तो ए
look
तो
at the
जा ही नहीं
backstab?
सकते ये तो कंफर्म
See
है
if he can grab the
कंफर्म ये लोग ए नहीं खेल
Or
सकते
is this
अभी
just a save at this point?
ओडिन आ गया है देयर इज
Look at
स्पैम
the economy there. 3 players on T1 are
30 seconds left.
प्लस देयर
scraping
इज
the bottom
रेज
of
एंड
the
फेड
barrel.
And at this junction,
impossible
that close
प्लस
to,
प्रीमी का फास्ट
map
रोटेशंस
and series point as well.
impossible they play
You could take some time to maybe talk through things with your teammates. But 30 seconds is a lot of time. 15 now, and he's spotted out one player at least. Ooh! Spotted out two. Slight high-low, and he almost traces for it. Takes down Ty at the very least, and now with 5 seconds remaining, should be pretty content with that result.
Oh yeah.
ओडिन उठा
I mean, you're going to keep the Odin as well, I thought? No? Yes.
I can
Yes.
hear Cruz from the stage.
I can hear him too. He's being very loud.
भाई बकचोदी कर रहे हैं भाई
Dude, Primmy.
I mean, that's all that play was. Everyone
उसने वहाँ पे क्या बोला पता है
out at
ओडिन
the
एक
same
शॉट पे
time
लूंगा
through
ड्रॉप दे
stairs.
मेरे को नेक्स्ट राउंड
After Primmy got the initial kill.
It's very similar to what we saw after the timeout previously.
पे
and
लोग पागल
T1, of
भाई
course,
one
gonna
of
go for
the
another one because
best
you have to.
fucking
But
match to watch
instead of, you know, trying to fight at the point
मतलब
of attack
this
at
match
Rubble,
was like,
Talon just
oh,
backs up a little bit.
fuck.
Just gives him a little bit of space and waits to just strike.
हर
I mean,
एक
that's
राउंड
kind of the push
मोन्टाज
and
था
pull of that
भाई
A-Rubble
हर
fight
एक
sometimes.
राउंड
Just knowing when to
मोन्टाज
let your opponent throw their util out. You've seen it once. They're probably going to try something pretty similar again because it worked. Let them do that, and then you answer back. And that's, you know, little things like that.
क्या करता मैं पता नहीं पता लगा तो एक दो दिन दे
volumes to the amount of confidence that's flowing through the veins of these Talon players right now. Just the fact that that's how they win is by shooting and peeking.
I wouldn't be too surprised to hear Frost in the post-match press conference if they win this 2-0. To just be like, okay, we won, but, you know, we're winning on like individual hero plays, like not on like, yeah.
He's a tough guy to please.
He is.
Classic guy though.
Oh yeah. He's just he's never happy. It feels like sometimes. You know what I mean? Like
he's that disappointed dad that you gotta earn his approval. Well, we'll see if Talon can earn it in this round. You got the Outlaw, you got the Odin. Light shields for some of the T1 players.
Very
foot. Everyone's now
Heart of Africa. Sandak ko गाली दो बेचारे. मैंने खेला इसके साथ और.
T1 probably aware that there's going to be
an outlaw play. मेरे को एक चीज मिला था मैं बहुत खुश हो गया था.
Ooh.
कभी नहीं मिलता ये वो.
Good angle there from Killua.
2 गेम में मिला था.
Great check. And with that, it's information for Primi, and he's just ready for the flick. One player down. T1 though, no real other option, thinking to at least bait out more reactions. Sends out the clone into C.
Get Buzz one away from a dimensional drift. Lots of time on the clock. I don't know if the orb's been taken or not. It hadn't been.
Duelist.
You can rotate to the other side and get your ult, but it looks like T1 is confident to just go.
From those uncertainties, so you're just going to go with what you know. Straight into the site, you got Izu on the overdrive, maybe able to displace this Outlaw, and there it goes! Slows things down a little bit, and then for the wide swing, but Talon are prepared for it. Look at how they stacked up.
Izu even tried to cut noise there to sell a bit of a fake.
Valor पे किससे आगे? Valor को Watchparty चालू है भाई. Valor is the best game.
DH in trouble.
Managed to sidestep some of these plays though, so into the smoke, and he's looking to play spoiler, but Kai lands the flick. Chitboy's now only on to Buzz, and he has to do the impossible. Not happening. It's Talon up to map and series point.
This is such good awareness of space by Talon. The way they hold at the back from defender spawn, anticipate that Izu's still coming even though he cut sound. The way that they read that DH could have repositioned into the smoke after he clears the haunt, they throw the blast pack in to just barely break his aim enough that they get through there and get the kill. Nice opener from Primi again. Here, but not the end of the world. This right here, beautiful blast pack. That is so well thought out. I mean, just every possible possibility is thought of and dealt with. Even though Buzz gets a nice 2K, it's really just Talon playing smart Valorant.
Very tactical, checking and clearing every corner or smoke. Last possible round now. Could this be it for T1? They've got Buckies, they've got Sheriff. They're looking for a way into the side off the dimensional drift, but Jitboys just times the shot perfectly. Alongside Buzz. Trying to hold off Baby Door as much as possible. Meteor gets the plant, and maybe a Viper's pick goes down.
Then you have Steel Garden, you have Dimensional Drift. Like, okay, cool, you have a Viper's pit, but man, you have some good answers.
Uh-oh. Oh, there goes Dimensional Drift. Oh, DH, right! Actually lands a shot at the Jitboys. Jitboys just like, what? But now you got Buzz. So even though you've got the answers with these ults, T1 are doing a good job at holding it down. Clone spotted, Odin picked up, just Killua left. A lot of ults baited out.
Well, that went really damn well for T1. I was pretty worried there for a second. I thought it might just be GG, but they hold tight. I don't know what in the world, how did DH find that player? I'm not sure. I'd love to see that from his POV. Yeah. I mean, because Meteor's like trying to block inside of his pit, but I thought Talon had a really good opportunity there, but man, oh man. T1 clinging to life, but he needs 6 more in a row, and feels nigh undoable.
What? Wait! Outline for like a split second.
I can't believe he can see that. I can't see that. My eyes ain't that good anymore. Man, oh man. I'm old, dude.
You are 30-something years young. We'll keep that a secret. Nonetheless, it's T1 for another upcoming round, but a desperate Cruz goes in with a Bucky. It's wild, it's unexpected, and 4 players from T1 are just down in the grave. Meteor getting chased completely, not able to spray everyone out, and it closes with a thrifty 13-6 Talon have taken this fight to T1 2-0.
That was a statement game from Talon, a team that has a lot of work to do if they're going to get into champions. And this is a damn good start. This is a damn good look. You got to feel like still hope for the Thai team. Still hope for these boys to make another appearance just like they did in 2024. And they're able to get through. So, okay. Yeah, they're the Talon fans.
Hey, there
represent.
I think we had a Thai fan in the crowd somewhere as well, so some lovely support nonetheless. Talon definitely soaring. Today.
Yeah, playoffs qualified too. So Talon gonna be making their run, trying to get their way over to Tokyo for the Stage 2 finals. See if they can do it.
Rack up those points. That said, we will toss it down.
क्या? कैसे सुनाई देगा? Stop बाबा, कैसे सुनाई देगा? रुक जाओ, पिंकी पागल हो गया. Chat, bye bye, adios, adios, take care, see ya, bye bye.